What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the True Media Show. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I hope everyone is doing well. I just came back from my doctor's appointment and I decided to go live to cover the things that went on the space today. We have some Candy Digital updates. They had a Twitter space today covering their new drop that is going to be one of the first for their returning back to market for their diamond economy. We're going to cover that. We'll listen a little bit of the space. I don't want to go through the whole thing because I think majority of everyone was in there already. But just a couple key points I want to cover as well. We're going to go take a look as well as the news that broke today from Digitoys as they just announced another partnership with an NFT project I've never heard of. But when you go over there and take a look at that community, there's a lot of people there. So we're going to take a look at that community as well. And then we'll take a look at the MYOs because that's one of my favorite projects out here. And I'll show you guys my brand new MYO that I just got. I didn't mint one, guys. I found one on the floor for a dirt cheap price. And I'm beginning to see people are removing them off the floor now because there's the cheapest MYO now is a mint, an ETH. And then we'll take a look at some community shout outs real quick. But guys, I really just wanted to come on and talk about the latest stuff that's going on in the space. Let me say hi to everybody that's in the chat. Oh, gosh. I didn't even do this real quick. All right, boom. There we go. We got my wife who's supposed to be at work. What's up, D? Oh, what sweets do we have from Candy today? They had some interesting news, so we'll take a look at that. We got Marquee 005. Is that King Marquee? What's up, grr? Let's go. Good to see you. What's up, Smart Buy? Also, by the way, guys, we do have a promotional digital logo that we're going to be giving away, two actually, because there's one from another show, and I'll tease our store. Guys, our store is ready to go. We're just testing now the logistics. We're testing to make sure that it's an easy experience for you guys. We have a lot of products in there. You don't have to buy anything because part of that store, part of the reason we have that store is to offer promotional rewards to our audience and our supporters. So I'm very, very happy about that. Shout out to the CEO because she worked very hard to get our store off the ground. And also shout out to Shankster for giving us the motivation to actually follow through with this because we've been wanting to do this for a very long time. So good to see you, Smart Buy. Marquee, haven't heard space. This is my update. Okay, so we can actually go through the whole thing if you want. I have no problem with that. Thanks for buying my fan. Oh, okay, that is you, King Marquee. What's up? Yeah, so we'll cover the space today for you. Yeah, no problem. I'm going to be very honest. I had that specific card a while back in Fanable, but I was chasing authority number, I think it's 37. Someone had it on the floor super cheap, and I just needed to let go of that card so I could buy that comic book. Comic books over Pokemon. I had to choose. And I'm a big Todd McFarlane fan, and I love characters from DC like that. Like, I don't know if you know Skyman or the Star Spangled Kid. So I gave up that Pokemon card so I could buy that book. And then lo and behold, you had it. So thank you for offering it. I literally just I gave it. So guys, context, I sold a Pokemon card so I could get a comic book. And then my man over here was just nice enough to accept my offer so I could get the card back. So really the card just came right back to my collection, but from you. So shout out to you and thank you so much for joining us today. Turn on the CC. The CC. What is that? Is that the cool candy? I don't know. Let me know what that is. Maybe I'm not hip. What's up, hippie? That's who's hip. Let's go. Good evening, H. Good evening, H. Back at you. I hope you're doing well. What's up, Adro? Guys, if you want to enter a chance to win a promotional digital logo for a chance to enter our rewards, enter hashtag promotional rewards in the chats for a chance to win 2 PDLs today. We're going to have one from this show as well as the Severed Floor. Since we don't air that show a lot, but you have to collect all of our promotional digital logos in order to join our rewards program. I'll explain that a little bit later, but it's good to see people here. Let me move on. King Marquee. This is King. Exactly. The king is in the house, guys. Grand Rising King Marquee. There you go. My wife knows how to say it properly. I'm still learning back house. I will get it. No problem. Let's go. She's saying hi to everybody. She's supposed to be at work, guys. This is how dedicated D is. She's literally at her other job, but she's still micromanaging her husband from afar. Don't you love that, guys? Let's go. Kryptonian. The one and the only crazy luck on Candy is Kryptonian. Oh, let's okay. Got you. All right. What's up, D? What's up, King? What's up, fam? Let's go. All right, guys. So we're gonna cover the space today since a lot of people did not get to listen to it first. But before we do that, guys, I want to get into the drop that's going to be happening next week. I believe it's next week, Wednesday. And Candy, if you're watching, I would really like a time because my co-producer wants to cover it and he just wants to know what time to go. So Anthony or anybody there watching, please shoot a DM to D so we know the time so we can get that organized on our schedule. Let's go. But guys, 2026 MLB base series icons will be dropping next week. And here's the skinny of what's going to be happening with this drop. It's basically their pilot drop where they're going to try to re-engage us, the active fans, and they're going to test new features like burning the platform credits as well as the introduction to the diamond economy. They're also going to kind of give us a little lesson in Web3 if you're not on an understandable on Magic Eden and how the functionality and how you use all the features for that. You know, basically, if you're not good with self-custody, they're going to kind of give you a soft opening to it, and we'll leave it at that. Here are the drop details, you guys. There's going to be 500 packs available, $10 per pack. I think it was that might have changed. Let me look. I might have gotten that wrong right here. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, 500 packs, $10 per pack, 10 icons per pack. Apparently, they're not going to have a cooldown system, so up to 10 packs per transaction. Total base pack supply is 2,500. This is going to be the very first drop they're going to be doing. The pack contents will have regular chorus limited to 250, as well as 15 rainbow inserts as well. And that's going to be very interesting. People are going to be wanting to chase those. Those rainbow cards include a 5-second behind the scenes video clip. Now, these are the cool things, these moments they talk about, right? I don't know if you've been listening to Jordy Visser about these moments. He talked about when he went to the Knicks game with the Candy team and like trying to remember these things. I believe also the NHL did that with some of their stuff too on their NFC size. And we're kind of doing something similar here with True Media where we're adding a lot of like media into our NFTs. So that's pretty cool. There's going to be collection quests with this drop. You basically get full set quests. You get like all 100 icons. You will get a Shohei Ohtani reward, which is a 1-minute icon video montage of the man. If you do a partial set quest, you own about 50 icons for that. You'll get rewarded an Aaron Judge icon with a 30-second video. And then basically, if you just complete a full 5 rainbow set, which is a rainbow quest, you'll get a specific player like a Murakami, a Bobby Witt Jr., Mike Trout, Junior Caminero, or Paul Skeens. Hopefully I said that right, MLG guys. I will get it better next time. Basically, earn special rainbow rewards and icons with the combined video montage for those collectibles. Super cool. But what's the big picture about this drop? It's basically their first steps back into the collecting experience of Candy. They've been on basically a hiatus since last year. We all remember, if you're part of the DC fam, how we were chasing all those all-star comic books. I'm going to show that a little bit later because, guys, I only have 5 things left to get migrated. I'm super excited by that. I have 210 of my assets already in my wallet. Self-custody. I know a lot of other people don't think that's big. That's fine. It's pretty big for us guys over here in Solana just chilling out. So, bottom line is Candy's back. They're coming back with Major League Baseball. We'll play the space right now. They covered a lot mainly on baseball, a little bit about DC, but I won't spoil it for the guys that didn't get to listen to the space. And then let's get into it, guys. Before we start, let me go check the comments, see if anybody said anything. I'm really bad here, guys, without a co-host. So here we go. We got King Marquis. Let's go. D missed most of the space, so we'll be listening to him now. Stop it. No, we're not going to be. Not at all. Caption, I'm bus going home. Oh, okay, got you. 500 to the 25 of the 2,500. Correct. That's right. First batch. Thank you, sir. And then see, type in the hashtag to be. Yeah, there you go. Type in the hashtag right now if you guys want to enter to win the promotional awards. And I think people I really think people will not start figuring out what we're doing here until they go into our store, until they see what we have to offer. I think that's when people will start showing up and wanting to collect these, because in reality, we have a store, you can buy stuff from it, but you don't have to buy anything from it. And if you want something from that store, you do have a chance to win anything from that store, if that makes sense. Anyways, off topic. Let's get into the space right here. All right, guys, this space was just a couple hours ago. It's a pretty quick space. I think it's about like maybe 45 minutes or so. Let's take it back. And also, let me know if you guys can hear. X is always weird, so Let me get my cell phone ready here. I'll mute myself out. And if you guys don't hear anything, let me know. All right. All right. Stand by.
Everyone in the space, I will keep an eye out for any other Candy team members who join a little late. We'll be sure to add them to the stage. But I think we're set and ready to rock. As always, a pleasure to be here with the Candy fam. I feel like I've been talking to the Candy fam a lot more than we have in the past, and I absolutely love it. We've seen a lot of questions and notes come in that you guys want more Candy X spaces. We're here to deliver them for you. Whether we have updates, whether we want to talk MLB, talk DC, or just, sit around and talk digital collectibles. I think there's always an opportunity to have some fun with it. So with that, we'll get underway. I do want to welcome the Candy fam as always. As you know, we've been busy behind the scenes, working through migration, getting ready for the first MLB drop of the year, and of course, continuing to find new ways to improve the fan experience when collecting on Candy. And today, we have another action-packed conversation in store. We're going to cover all things 2026 MLB base series icons, get the latest migration updates from Candyman Matt himself, and then round things up with an open Q&A with the team. But before we bring in Novo and Freebo to talk through next week's MLB drop, yes, I said next week, we are finally here. I want to kick things off with a quick TLDR from today's blog post that we dropped. As you might have seen, the first 2026 MLB base series icons drop goes live July 15th, only on candy.io. This first drop will feature 500 packs, 100 of the top MLB players across the league, rainbow icons, collection quests, burns, and a whole new chase for collectors as we start building up this next era of Candy MLB. So whether you're here for the rookies, the superstars, the rainbows, the new burn mechanics, the diamond economy, or you just want to see what the team has been cooking up, we're excited to walk you through it all. So without further ado, would love to bring Matt Novogratz and Freebo up and unmute your mics. We could dive into this latest MLB blog post. How you guys doing?
What's going on? Hey, Anthony. What's going on, everyone?
Hey, everyone. Good to be here.
Happy to have you guys. I don't know about you guys, but I am excited for the All-Star break. My Yankees need a couple days off to kind of get themselves in a good spot. But as always, Home Run Derby and All-Star break is a good time to get going.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, yeah, this may have been later than we thought this first drop would have, but I think with coming out of the All-Star game and getting past all this soccer, it's lining up quite well. I think it's a nice jumping off point for Candy, this next generation of Candy. So I'm stoked for how we're doing it and when we're doing it.
Absolutely. With that, let's dive into it. Novo, there's been a lot of chatter in our initial blog post. We announced that 2026 base series icons will be dropped in smaller batches. What can fans expect? Is that still the plan? How are we moving forward after this initial 500 lot of packs?
Yeah, first I want to say, you touched on it, but it's an exciting day. It's almost a year since we've been in market. So I'm very excited for that alone. And on that part about the batches, you're seeing it live. We're doing 500 packs next week. I think it would help everyone if we think of this first base series, just the whole base series, as more of a pilot drop, right? We haven't been in market for a year. We've got a ton of new systems. We're going to be testing and learning along the way. We're intentionally starting small. We want to see, we got to make sure the plumbing works. We want to make sure that the mechanics are right. We've got a ton of new infrastructure partners. We're being very methodical, intentional in the way we're doing this. So yes, it is. We're looking at this first one. It is maybe the smallest pack drop we've ever done, if not the smallest. Details to come on how we follow this up. We don't have as much of the season left as when we've initially looked at doing this series, so you'll see. But I think you guys are going to like the way we're going to roll this out.
Super exciting. Like you said, it's a pilot opportunity. We're going to see how things are working on the back end, as always. And we've been very straightforward with this from the jump that we want feedback from the community. You guys are going to be the ones going through the purchase flow, seeing what works, what doesn't work. And of course, we're always going to listen to that feedback, iterate, and find opportunities to get better. So, as always, let us know. Novo, another thing that's been popping up in the Discord and also on X is the strategy behind a 2,500 pack supply. You kind of mentioned it's a pilot test, see how things are going, but any other thoughts there?
Yeah, exactly. So, pilot test. It's also a way to reintroduce us to the collectors and the collectors back to the platform, engage with new collectors. Initially, it was larger, as you saw in the blog post. We had a bit more time, but these are in a lot of ways a big purpose of base. While they are very collectible, they're awesome. It's a way to introduce the diamond economy, which helps us get control over our past supply by introducing a ton of new packs at this time. Maybe it didn't jive with the narrative, so we're taking a bit more of a focused approach. We're coming with a smaller pack size, 250 editions for those 100 players, and I ask everyone to go check that 100 player list because it has changed a bit since last. But it gives us, as I say, a more focused approach. We've really only got the second half of the season. It feels a bit more than bite sized, but it's certainly not all you can eat buffet. So I think it's the right size. And also I just took a peek in Discord. I know there's some concern about the size of this first drop. We will be following this up, I would suggest, I think within 2 weeks or so for the next batch. So fear not if somehow you get left out of this one.
Absolutely. And look, a little bit of FOMO is always exciting where first time we're back in market. These are, just to refresh, these packs will be cores only, but with the caveat that we are having rainbow inserts, and would love to bring Freebo up real quick to talk about his approach with the rainbows and just how the rainbows kind of play into these packs. Freebo.
Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Novo. So let me kind of take a step back from that and maybe just kind of speak to how we're approaching the season. With video, with highlights. In the same way, Novo just acknowledged, like, we're reworking some mechanics and some strategy. We're also working out, some kinks in previous product, and video is one of those pillars. So we want to be more deliberate with how we use that. Sometimes you've seen in the past, we can build a collectible right out of a single highlight, a Shohei 50/50, a Kershaw 3000 strikeout. Those opportunities aren't as common as we'd all like. So, the approach and how we leverage video, we want it to enhance product. It's still a core differentiator from what physical can do, but it's something we really want to hedge ourselves on. So you'll see a spectrum of usage in these packs. Rainbows themselves, those will be our introduction. They'll contain a 5-second brief highlight that will build then into the Rainbow Collection reward. So that'll stitch together those highlights to create a montage of all those plays. And again, not revolving around a single isolated play or moment. This will be just a celebration of the player, his personality, his style. So I think those become pretty cool. So it's not critical we celebrate a particular moment as much as we showcase, that player and their personality. I think that's something we always try to do with the design and the creative overall. So Anthony, to answer your question, the full and the partial set quests feature 2 pretty cool moments from last season's playoffs. So those do revolve around a single play and an achievement. So we'll be showcasing Shohei's Game 3 World Series performance in the Full Set Collection Challenge, and then Aaron Judge's Game 3 ALDS performance, which was just a cool home run. So you'll see a spectrum of there. And then this will also evolve as we get into the Gold and Diamond series, and we can get into those as we get to those drops.
Super exciting stuff. Freebo mentioned the collection quest rewards. We embedded a teaser within today's blog post. Go check it out. But in the coming days, we'll be rolling out the actual video file or the video marketing asset to actually give you guys a closer look at what these rewards are going to be. And if you don't know, this is the rainbow lineup that you could expect within base series packs. We have Junior Caminero of the Rays, Munetaka Murakami, who I'm personally going to be chasing, the GOAT of his generation, Mike Trout, Paul Skeens, and Bobby Witt Jr. So those rainbows are going to be in high demand. Again, if you collect those and complete the rainbow collection quest, you will be rewarded with a rainbow reward. So more info on that within the blog and in the days to come. But back to some of the questions. Novo, we've been teasing for a while now, burning challenges for vaulted icons, physical memorabilia. Is there any more alpha that you could tell us now about these opportunities for collectors?
Yeah, so we'll have more details next week once they're fully approved. But as a tease, I would say there's going to be a threshold for assets burned. And the good news is, I imagine most people on this call have already hit the threshold for the first period based on, because we're going to include pre-migration burns. So throwing out a number, let's call it 50. So if you burn 50 items, you'll be able to enter a raffle essentially for some pretty awesome vaulted icons. Think legendaries that we've got stored away that were, whether they were reserved or unsold from years past. There's some big names included, so we're pretty excited to roll that out. That's on the icon side, and then there will be on the physical side. We've got a ton of really cool memorabilia from past ambassadors. Some are so authentic you can actually smell the beer on them from a home run celebration or a walk-off celebration. So we've got a closet full of cool stuff that we want to reward collectors. So we will potentially, we're going to look at the different ways to reward them. Whether that's a top 25 gets a pick out of a list of pretty cool stuff. We're going to constantly use these assets as a way to reward, to keep engagement going, to keep focus on burning, to help that. Number one, a big part of the diamond economy is how do we control that supply. So I think you guys are going to dig the items, and it's going to be a fun chase.
Really exciting thing. And just to underscore what you said, Novo, if you did participate in the pre-migration burn and you do meet that, hypothetical threshold that we're putting out there today, you are already qualified for these upcoming burning challenges. So think about it. You've already done the quest itself, so you're one step ahead of the game.
That said, you don't want to rest on your laurels if you want to charge up that leaderboard. So burn away once we get live.
Exactly. With that, Novo, another question kind of bouncing off of the burning quests. Can burn values for icons change throughout different parts of the season or the year?
Yes, and we expect them to. We've announced that this first burn window, which we anticipate being about 3 weeks from drop date, the all 2026 base series will be worth 50 cents. All legacy will be 25. So pretty good incentive to get in early. That said, going forward, by making it a bit more dynamic, it allows us to focus on certain collections where we see, potentially for new quests, new ways for new engagement. It also, potentially down the road, maybe it's a way that we can actually tie in real life floor prices on different rarities. But we really see this as an interesting lever to keep people engaged, keep people focused on their collectibles, and quite frankly, provide value where we think it should be.
Super exciting.
So I would fully expect these levels to change.
Awesome. Really exciting stuff. Freebo, I think this would be a good opportunity for you real quick to talk a little bit about what you're cooking up for gold auctions. And Novo would love to have you chime in here as well. But Freebo, the man behind the design, and anything you want to add to what fans can expect.
Yeah, so gold go for it, Novo.
Sorry, Freebo, let me just do a quick intro of gold auctions. So Freebo talked about these in the past. He's talked about these different levels of how we're introducing parts of the diamond economy. Freebo has created some incredible assets that I want him to dive into in a second. But just to tease what these are going to be about. So once you work your way through, and another good thing for those people that have already hit this burn threshold for the raffle, you'll also be eligible for the gold auction threshold as well. And I'll have more details on what those thresholds are for non-burn people that haven't completed that burn threshold yet. So you'll be able to follow on next week. But this is our first real premiere release. This first set It's going to be, they're all going to, and they're going to be 6 sets focused on 6 players each, or 6 groupings, 6 thematic groupings. This first one, which I'm going to let Freebo talk about right now, is it's a focus on the power players. So think of Shohei, Soto, coming out with some pretty big bangers in this one. And it's going to be probably the smallest set we've ever released. So it's 6 players, roughly 40 packs. We're going to be releasing these via Dutch auction. So it's a pretty exciting new way for us to distribute, a pretty exciting way to figure out price discovery. I think it's exciting. But Freebo, you speak more about the actual assets and the thought behind them. You do a better job than I.
Thank you, Novo. Yeah, so to riff on those a little bit, like Novo said, those will feature, this will be a premier set, but they will feature higher rarity tiers. So this will be purely rare, epic, and legendaries that you can pull from these packs. And we also have 2 sets of fun inserts that we're adding. So as Novo talks about these tranches, our first tranche of 6 players, 2 players, I'm sorry, will be featured in a unique insert that will then carry through to the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th tranche. So yeah, we thought those were an interesting way to group, keep everyone engaged. Those will likely hit every 2 weeks. So like Nova said, we'll have 40 packs available about every 2 weeks with burning mechanics intact. So make sure to buy those base packs so you have the currency to enter those auctions.
Great.
And
Great
on those,
stuff.
on that last bit there, we're also going to, as I said before, we're going to have a few different ways to enter these auctions. So fear not if you don't feel like you have enough base, although the base is probably the quickest way in.
Absolutely. A drop you collectors, MLB maniacs will not want to miss. And I know we do have an open Q&A at the tail end of this conversation, but there is one question that came in that people have been asking, and it's from Agent 415. The question is, can they use their candy credits to get in to this first MLB base series icons drop?
They can. There's a caveat though. There's also some fees that I believe in the blog post are laid out that credits cannot be applied to. So we're going to have a bit of a walkthrough early next week of what the process is going to look like while checking out with Stripe. But there will be a credit card required for taxes and minting fees, things like that.
Yeah, as Noah said, we're putting together educational content, walkthroughs that will help, break down each step to go through this new purchase flow on candy.io. So no sweat, that content is coming. We'll make it as easy as possible. And of course, please feel free to reach out in the Discord, hit us up on X and the Candy fan-help@candy.io email. We are here to assist and make this experience as seamless as possible. Novo, Freebo, anything else from your guys' end on MLB before we kick it over to migration?
Just wanted to add on to what you just said about the educational content. We'll also be having a bit of a walkthrough on the Magic Eden process. So I think everyone will be up to speed once we get going. But no, in closing, thrilled we're back in market. Love this set. I think it's a great way to reintroduce everyone to Candy. Thrilled. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you, Novo. Big thank you to Freebo. And with that, we are also working on content with Magic Eden. You'll start seeing them amplify some of our posts as some of our legacy Candy assets finish migrating over to Solana. There's been a lot of noise around Metaplex Core and what that unlocks for collectors, what that unlocks for the Candy collectibles. So more content to come out through those partnerships. Super excited to get you guys more in the weeds and really spotlight what this new era of candy collecting means to you, the holders. But with that, let's turn it over to migration. You've seen it on X, you've seen it on Discord, some candy assets popping up here and there on Magic Eden. The migration is in full swing. I'm excited. I keep going to my collection and seeing what is where my progress bar is at and how my collection is going. But there's no one better to talk to that than the man, Candyman Matt himself, the doctor, as we call him internally. Matt, how are you? And we're excited to hear an update on migration.
Yeah, thanks. Hopefully my internet will stay good. It was a little flaky today. But yeah, so I mean, migration has been really exciting with doing something that it's really not been done before. A lot of these blockchain ecosystems are meant for a collection of 100, 10,000, often minted on demand through on-chain vending machines or in other constructs. But to migrate millions and has been something that's not the standard use case, let's just say. So anything we could hit, we've hit. We've overloaded almost every system. It's been pretty fun to watch some of the APIs and systems you need to do this react to my posting of bugs to entering maintenance window. And then an hour later, it works again. So they're all reacting to our big push to migrate this massive amount of items. And we're also migrating them and transferring them into individual wallets. And if you log into your Candy account, you can see your public key of your wallet. When we're done, we'll be releasing the private keys. We're also adding a feature where you can connect a additional wallet. So you don't only have to use the wallet that's embedded that we've created for you. You can hook up another Phantom or Soulflare wallet to your account. So if you were to buy something without your embedded wallet on Magic Eden or Tensor, and it's a Candy asset, you can then connect that wallet and then open the pack or view the comics or anything like that. We are, if you look into your collections, you'll see that what remains, and we're about 90% done with the migration, are unopened packs. That's basically because the pack system is tied to our new drop that's happening next week. So over the next few days, we'll be launching the pack system, which will include the migration of unopened packs, as well as the getting ready for the drop of new packs. You know, that we have a neat system there where you can see the information about the contents in the pack. You can't see what the contents are, but when the pack is opened, you can compare the pack contents hash to the pre-arranged on-chain hash in the metadata. So you can trust that those were the legit contents of that pack and nothing was switched in between buying the pack and opening it. So that's pretty exciting there. You know, of course, in previous incarnations of Candy in the walled garden, there was no risk of accidentally revealing the pack contents before someone buys it and opens it. There is now. So we have to be pretty careful about how the items are pre-minted and then stuffed in packs, so you can't like align the pack with the contents. We're using public information or anything like that. And we have also added a way to list on Magic Eden directly from your collection. And then if your item is listed, when you view it in your collection, you can delist it and you can see the price on it and link right over to the listing page. See your offers and anything else that's going on. We have also decided, since you need a small amount of Solana in your embedded wallet or whatever wallet you want to list from, to pay the rent on the listing on chain. It's a very small amount, but we've decided to allow a one-time claim to get started in that. And so we'll be funding anyone who wants to list their first listing directly from as a value added for this motion. So, you know, we're getting pretty close to turning all of this on with the secondary marketplace, giving you the keys to those wallets, allowing wallet connection, and funding a little bit of your first transactions on Magic Eden. That's pretty much means it's a full self-custody situation using the premier Solana on-chain marketplaces and transactions. So this got like, given again, Novo mentioned we've been out of market for a year. We've also, had our secondary marketplace not start to sort of slow down, even pretty close to a year ago. So now not only are we coming back with it, it's a custody solution, it's on-chain, and it stays in perpetuity. As I think I mentioned in the last space, all of the assets, all of the data are stored on the permaweb on Arweave, and we have solutions in place should we need to enable full decentralization.
Amazing stuff, Matt. Amazing stuff. First of all, when keys? I see that all the time on X. People ask when keys, when self-custody. Well, it's here. We're right on the cusp of that. Matt and team has done an incredible job to make this a reality. A year ago, could this be even thought of? Probably not. But Matt, like honestly, you've been in the trenches with Candy from day one. Like how big of an accomplishment is this to you personally, or just for the team? Like, what are your thoughts on what we're accomplishing right now?
Yeah, I mean, this is the way, like when you talk about collectibles, you talk about something permanent. You talk about the fact that a 100-year-old collectible still is able to sell. And so that's what we're starting to develop here, or actually in the home stretch of having developed this. We claim that digital assets can work like physical assets in certain ways for digital natives, and for the future, we spend more time dealing with digital assets and components and utility and everything. But without permanence and without self-custody and without ownership, that rationalization falls flat. So given the fact that we had 4 years of that rationalization without the value and to make it right, we've had to migrate 4 years worth of products and into that system, and it's just a massive accomplishment, and it's amazing to be a part of it, actually.
Amazing. You can't see me, but I'm tipping my baseball cap to you and the rest of the team. We're excited. I know the community's excited. I just pinned, I've pinned the blog post at the top of this X space, so go check that out if you're interested in the MLB details heading into next week's drop. But then I also pinned a teaser Matt had kicked me on the back end of what the UI is going to look like. He talked about being able to list directly to Magic Eden from candy.io. So if you haven't checked that out, go look at it. It's beautiful, and it just makes the collecting experience so seamless. So I'm very excited for that. Matt, while I have you, there is one question that came in within the replies. Once the migration is complete, will our fans have to create a Magic Eden account, or how does that work exactly?
If you create a Magic Eden account, which can be as simple as connecting the wallet that we've created for you, you can use a wallet as your credentials for a Magic Eden account. You do gain some features that are central to Magic Eden. You get certain searches and watches and various website features. But the fundamental act, and you're also able to check out through Magic Eden, which allows credit card checkouts, or having Solana or other tokens that accept in your wallet, and so on. So, like, I would say you do have to have an account, but it could just be as simple as connecting your wallet to Magic Eden, and we'll have instructions for how to do that. The fundamental transaction is fully on Solana through Metaplex Core. So, it's the account is more about, it's your wallet that does that performs the transaction, but the account is about using the Magic Eden facility and the website there.
Thank you for the clarification. Again, these are some details that we will double click into in the coming week regarding how to onboard to Magic Eden, how to do all these new flows that the Candy Fam is not really used to, right? We are no longer in the walled garden. We are out in the open, in the wild, as we call it internally. So exciting times ahead, but we do understand there is going to be a learning period, and we're here to, figuratively hold your hand because it's all new for us, and we don't want to leave the Candy Fam hanging. But with that, Matt, any last notes from you before we kind of kick it out to a open Q&A?
Yeah, so the teaser of what you showed, that UI there has already gone through a bunch of revisions. We've added, being able to check your rent fee in the in your wallet that's embedded or connected. And I should also mention when your item sells, that listing rent fee, I mean, it's like 25 cents, but it does come back. So you only need more rent fees in your wallet if you want to list a lot in parallel. So that's pretty nice. The cost of listing is fairly minimal, and you do get it back. If you delist the item, you also get it back. And I think that, there's one other question I saw on X about the transfer delegate and other sort of Metaplex Core plugins. And I'll just assure you that we're working with Metaplex Core and Magic Eden and Solana Foundation and Arweave directly to figure out how to migrate millions of assets and how to do self-custody. And some of that does involve in creating some links while we're migrating to facilitate a faster transfer or easier for our programmatic migration. But there's nothing in there that is intended to interfere with self-custody. If there is something in there, like we have a transfer delegate that is meant to facilitate this migration, and also to evaluate, maybe we can add some new features or new ways to transact on chain that we can evaluate by giving some of that extra authority. But when we're done with that, the last thing we want to do is have a connection to your wallet in any way. That would be a major violation and not a decentralized process. So if there's anything in there that was used to facilitate the migration and we don't need it after we're done with the migration, we will remove it.
Thank you for the clarification on that. That was definitely a question that reared its head over the last week, 2 weeks. Matt, as always, thank you. We'll let you get back to the migration. We know you're in the trenches there. And again, thank you for helping lead the charge. There's millions of Candy assets heading over to Solana, and you'll be able to do really anything you want with them. That's the beauty of self-custody. So Matt, again, a big hat tip to you, and thank you for updating the Candy Fam. With that, before we... Yeah, go for it.
I had one other thing that just jumped in.
Yeah.
When I said 90%, and then the packs are moving over as part of the new pack system. There's also some 2022 leadoff icons that are still unmigrated. They are being migrated now, but as anyone who's been around Candy since then, it's a massive collection and it's a slow one. And we've made it through legendary, epic, rare, and halfway through uncommon. But that's the last lingering thing there. And we also have a set of items that are labeled as under review. The plan is to migrate those as well, but that'll be after we launch the new packs and everything. Most of those have some rights we still need to negotiate, or we need to understand how they were created in the first place, and then we'll get to migrating those as well. And with that, thanks everyone.
Great. Thank you so much, Matt. As always, you could go ahead and follow Matt on X at Candyman Matt. He's always lurking on X, and he's taking all your feedback into consideration. With that, I did share 2 more tweets to this X space. One from Clay from Metaplex. They're super excited about this partnership. We are stoked about what this unlocks for this new era of candy collecting. So go check that out. Make sure to follow Metaplex on X. And then one thing I did want to bring back up before we head into the open Q&A. A couple weeks ago, we issued an update on dormant accounts. So I've pinned that to the top of this X space. Go check it out. It's an important update regarding candy account status and the terms of use. It's there. Check it out. Let us know if you have any questions. But with that, let's open it up. Let's open the floor up to any questions from the Candy fam. In the meantime, while I get some people on stage, here is one question I saw in the replies. Can we list in USDC as well? Who wants to take that?
I can take that. The core currency is Solana on Magic Eden, but you can convert, just from a UI perspective, anything to USDC. And as far as listing from our website, I can add that. Where right now, in getting it functionally working, you specify the value you want to price it at in Solana, but there's no reason I can't have a switch that allows you to enter that in USDC.
Great, thank you, Matt. As you see, feedback or questions help us iterate what changes we make on site. So please keep them coming. Novo, I have one for you. At Riley PI asks, when can we expect Candy Digital and MLB to release digital baseball tickets? They would love an NFT every time they go to a Marlins game. And frankly, I would too. Marlins are in the hunt for a playoff spot. So Novo, any update there or any info you could share regarding tickets?
Yeah, so if you've been around for a few years, you've known that we've done tickets in the past. Tickets, it's always been a passion of ours. We think it's a great, number one, it's like the least controversial item we've ever released. Non-NFT lovers, they're like, it's something they miss. So it was a very welcome addition to the ballpark experience. MLB likes them. I think we've done, 500,000 tickets in the past total. I think is the cumulative number. We've explored different ways, the best way to integrate with MLB. Those conversations have gone up and down. I will say the MLB team themselves, they see the value in tickets. They see the value in bringing in the digital experience into the ballpark experience. So I can't commit to any promises or any dates. It's something that we're going to continue to work on. I do think it's a great opportunity, and it's something that certainly gets us excited. So I would hopefully, fingers crossed, expect something in the future.
Thank you for that. Big fan of tickets here. I didn't attend the game, but I bought the Aaron Judge 60-second home run digital ticket a couple seasons ago. So a big fan of that. So hopefully they do come back. We do have one person in the audience, our friend Derek Snook. I'll bring you up in 1 second, Derek. Hey, Derek, go ahead, unmute yourself and ask your question.
Okay, this is a part question and part thought. Did I hear correctly that we're going to have physical collectibles that there'll be a raffle for? Is that accurate?
The physical, hey Derek, the physical memorabilia, as I said, it's going to be some game worn stuff. It's going to be some autographed memorabilia. It'll vary in scope based on players. We'll be using those as rewards. The bulk of those came from past Candy ambassadors, but those will be rewards that they'll certainly begin from might not necessarily end, but they'll begin with some of the burning quests.
Can I give a quick like 30-second thought on that.
Let's hear it.
All right. So I think that this is really important because when we think of our five senses, to me, the game worn, you can feel it, you can taste it, you can smell it. And what digital brings that's really special is you can see it and you can hear it. So as an example, I have 5 or 6 of Junior Caminero's first hits. He's becoming a star before our eyes. Ever since I got the video, which is insanely cool, his parents are jumping for joy, and I could go on and on about it. I've been looking for something physical to tie my digital collectible to, and I haven't found anything yet. I think that if, like, even more important than the raffle, which I think is awesome, but if you could tie like physical collectibles to the digital moment, I think it does a couple of huge things. One is, it'll make it highly sought after for physical collectors. And there's, companies out there where a big selling point is that they have the digital copy of the physical. And so they're comping them against each other and bringing them in. So I think it makes physical collectors really interested. And then when you tie the two together, it makes the official one-of-one pairing even more valuable. So like if I could get something appropriate that ties to Junior Caminero's first hit, like I would go nuts for that. And I would spend a lot of money on it. And I think that tying those together could be really powerful for many different reasons. So that's my quick thought. I hope it made some sense.
No, it certainly makes sense, and it's a very cool idea. Would love the more we can tie those things together. It's certainly, if nothing else, it definitely helps us onboard more traditional collectors. I think it gives them a chance to take a look at our space. But I think it's a really cool, fun idea. Just might need to convince Junior Caminero to give us that ball. But
I'm on the hunt. And I think what it does is it makes our digital moments be seen as game worn stuff over time.
Yeah,
it really captures the scene,
100%. It's really cool. And it might not necessarily have to start with the first hit. It could be the jersey that somebody wore in a certain highlight. But yeah, it's very, very cool.
All right. Thanks, gang. I'm super excited and cheering for you. And, let us know how we can help. We're all here to support. Thanks for having
Derek.
me.
Thanks, Derek.
But we're certainly, while we do think that's we love that concept. To be clear, this first phase of what we're doing here, we're leaning into this being rewards. So we got a ton of cool stuff. So the more you engage, the more active you are, the better chance you have to unlock some very cool stuff. So that's certainly gonna be our focus for this phase of Candy. But look, keep those ideas coming.
Awesome. Just to reiterate, we have signed jerseys, signed baseballs, Gatorade / beer soaked cleats. We have a lot of really great stuff in our inventory, so it's worth collecting. It's worth engaging and taking part in these burn quests, collection quests, and everything. So super excited for that. Another question I have here from the replies, and again, if you guys want to raise your hand, come up on stage. We'll be doing this for a little bit longer. We do want to give the Candy fam a chance to ask the team some questions before it's another 2 weeks before you hear from us again. But the one question I have here, and apparently it's a rumor going around, rumor is that Candy might open a marketplace. Any truth to that?
I think we're leaning into Magic Eden. We're certainly going to have our primary drops on Candy, but for our secondary marketplace, I think Magic Eden will be your home for now. But I don't know if Matt L has anything to share on that.
Yeah, it totally depends on what you mean by marketplace. We're opening a storefront next week to sell things in their original, as their first moment. And we're definitely leaning into Magic Eden, which has, tens of thousands of daily active users and should increase the value of everything just by having more eyes on it. And, we are looking into unique ways to sell things as we go. So I won't say that that's necessarily a marketplace, but there are a lot of different ways to sell either items as a primary storefront or on consignment or other features like that will help add value to everybody's products.
You heard it here first. The Candyman Matt clarifying that. Let's see what other questions we have here. Oh, we actually have someone with their hand raised. Let's bring them up on stage. MJ Games 777. Go ahead, unmute and ask your question.
Oh, hey, thank you for letting me come up on the stage. Really appreciate it, Candy fam. Hey, Tad, thank you so much for everything that you're doing, for the Candy community. Super excited to see, where you're able to take Candy, Casanova, Matt, Noble. Good to hear from you all, Freebo. I just wanted to ask, I'm not sure if it's a typo or maybe I'm a bit confused, but within the Candy article, it says drop 500 packs, and then a little bit below that in another bullet point it says drop 2,500 packs. So I just want some clarity if there's like two different drops going on, one's more limited, or if that was just a typo and it's really just 500.
Yeah. So this first batch, the first drop is out of the 2,500. So it's 500, but the complete edition of this is base 2026 is 2,500 packs.
Okay, awesome. Now I get it. Really appreciate it.
Yep, and what
Good
we could
stuff.
do is we'll clean up that wording just to make sure it's clear for the rest of the community. But thanks, MJ. Always great to have you up on stage with us. All right, we'll have a couple more. Let's see what we have in the replies. Here's one from KSlice3233. Matt L, maybe this one could be for you. Based on the previous minted comics, were all the unsold packs burned, or are we holding on to them for future sales or incentives/promotions?
There's a lot of variations in the comics because they were minted and sold through multiple different mechanisms when it was done by Palm NFT Studio, through a DC storefront, through a Palm storefront. And some of them were timed editions, so they stopped minting them at a certain time. Some of them were pre-minted, and there's no clean answer to that. It is we don't have, maybe I'll tag in Aaron Casanova on this one, but for the most part,
Stand by, guys. X decides to be stupid. Give me just a minute to get this back up. Also, shout out to everybody here. It's good to see everybody here. Give me just a minute, guys. X is just Xing. I don't know why. I wish we could have a different means, but it is what it is. Oh, okay. Awesome. Let's go find it, guys. Anyways, oh, look, there we are. We're in the Matrix. It's somewhere around here. Yeah, shout out to everybody that did not get to tune into this space. And we're kind of just going through a repeat of this for the people that don't really use X. And I know a lot of people that don't use X. Shout out to our Discord. All right.
Most part, there were a timed edition with a pre-mint, would have had some burned, but I do believe there are some unsold comics that are still wrapped in packs.
Yeah, I'll comment here real quick. Yeah, I mean, look, in accordance to kind of communication that we had last year, I think for each drop we had, we reserved a minimum of 10. If the drop sold out, then we had 10 packs on reserve. And then if the drop didn't sell out, I think we reserved up to 50. So those packs were still held in our reserve inventory and things like that. And, obviously the question of what we'll do with them in the future, we'll see. A lot of that depends on kind of what we're working out with DC and kind of what a new program would look like. But they're in our vault, and yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll be able to do some fun stuff with them in the future. We'll see.
Awesome. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Casanova. With that, anyone else want to raise their hand and come up on stage to Please do not be shy. We won't bite. And if not, we'll begin to wind down this X space. Any other additional notes, anything the rest of the Candy fam want to squeeze in before we start wrapping this up?
All good for me. Just again, I'm going to reiterate, we're excited to be back in market. I think this is going to be a fun drop. It's going to be a fun summer. Everyone watch the All-Star game. I think it's a good way to kick off the summer of candy. So see you guys next week.
Awesome. Tad.
Yeah, and Anthony, I'll just chime in. I'm incredibly proud of the team. I think they've done an amazing job. And for those of us who've been listening to this group, hearing them talk about things, it shows you they've been working very, very hard on behalf of the fans for the last 3 or 4 months, and we really appreciate it. We also want to call out a special thank you to all the fans, all the good questions and issues you've raised. At some level, this has gone a touch more slowly than certainly I anticipated, but I'm really proud that it did go more slowly because, as I think, what I think, Anthony, you called the good doctor, Matt Leibowitz, pointed out, and I'm really pleased he spent a couple minutes talking through all the stuff. We literally had to, and frankly, it was under his leadership, he literally had to invent ways to do this at scale. I mean, this has never been done before, and to do it with 7 figures worth of assets and many, many thousands of fans has just been a fair bit, literally overloading the system. So it's been an improvisation and an extraordinarily effective one. And I think on the other side of it, what really makes me excited about the future is self-custody, security, liquidity, an L1. If candy goes dark, everybody's assets are still there in your own wallet. We're out of all the sort of bad, dark places that either digital collectibles or NFTs could go. And what some of the things that to me are really, really valuable and exciting, and we really haven't been able to quite scratch them yet because we're still trying to get everybody over the goal line on these 3 urgent things, which is get the mint finished successfully, get the pilot the pilot primary drop done correctly next week, the first 500, and also get the secondary market up and running, and also get the education out to everybody so that they know how to do that, because that's going to be some new thinking. Matt Leibowitz also said there are little wrinkles with that we're discovering. For example, you've got to have a wallet that's populated with Solana in order to list your first thing. Matt mentioned that we're populating everybody's wallets with just enough Solana out of our pocket to give you your first sale if you want to do that. And we're trying to answer all these questions along the way. So there are lots of little things here and there that we're working on. And I'm incredibly proud of the team and excited that we're really there. But what I did want to say was I wanted to step back and say what Leibowitz and the team have put in your wallet and put in, frankly, your favorite digital collectibles is effectively a crypto version of a Ferrari. The engine in that has an immense amount of programmability and versatility, and it also provides for a substantial amount of innovation and change. So in other words, we can make changes to utility or value or things like that. When I say value, I'm not talking about the market price. What I'm saying is the qualities or benefits of your digital collectibles going forward that would be quite literally impossible absent being on the Metaplex core platform. People bring up things like, can we change this feature or change that feature to improve the overall quality of the digital collecting experience? The answer is very likely yes. And does it mean there's a ceiling on what we can do? Potentially yes, but that ceiling is more likely to be defined by our imagination than it is to be defined by technical barriers. So what really most excites me is we have begun internally to kick off, well, frankly, I should say just barely begun to kick off. And the reason is because we're so focused on those three priorities that I just mentioned. Get the mint done, get the secondary market up and working, and get the primary pilot drop done. But beyond that, I look forward and I see a bright blue sky of innovation across everything. I do want to pause for just 1 second, Anthony, and come back to the question we had earlier by K-Slice on the previously minted comics. Let me just explain something about the pretty much all licenses. All licenses have really two components. One is you get the right to create digital collectibles and distribute and market them. But they also have very specific provisions in them that require permissions. So typically for us, and typically for anyone that has such a license, for example, the digital baseball cards you're going to see drop next week, they had to be approved by both Major League Baseball and Major League Players Association. That's typical. And absent, even though we have the license to create and market and distribute them, each of the various product go-to-market things, go-to-market opportunities has to be approved. So back to K-Slice's question, based on the previous minted comics where all the unsold packs burned, to be clear, even though we might have in Candy's inventory unsold digital assets, either by DC or frankly anybody else, in the DC license in particular, when we assume that license, like every other major license we have to have their approval in order to sell things that have previously been minted. And in that particular one, they were quite careful to make sure. So in short, you shouldn't look at a pile of minted comics in our inventory and be necessarily concerned that they're hitting the market. We would need to have a proper plan for that. We would need to get approval from DC from that. And moreover, we would announce it as part of a primary drop, very similar to what you had here. So there won't be anything unusual or unexpected coming up with things that sit on Candy's inventory, if that's the question that you were also asking. While I'm on the topic of DC Comics, let me just make the general point. The key executive there has been away on an extended thing, so there's really no additional news there. I'm optimistic about everything, but I don't have any reason at this point to be any more confident than we were last time. We're going to do the very best we can. But what I am excited about and very confident of is the Metaplex core for all of the digital assets, and especially the Bad Cows and DC Comics, I think provides a powerful foundation for future innovation, just in those that have already been minted and in the hands of our customers. And so I'm pretty excited about that as well.
Amazing. Tad, as always, thank you for speaking. Thank you for joining us. I know the team appreciates this, and more importantly, the community appreciates it. But with that,
well, we certainly, on behalf of all of the Candy team, we appreciate everyone tuning in. We appreciate everybody's contributions, and I'm certainly proud of the team. You guys have done an amazing job.
You guys can't hear me. Oh my gosh, I pulled an arcade finally. What? Yikes. Whoa, that's insane. Can you believe I did that, bro? Dang, I had this long thing I went. You guys didn't hear anything I said. That's terrible. What the heck? Arcade, what did you do to me? All right, let's rewind the times. Okay, big bro. So, Hinan, overall, how did you feel about this space? If you're a DC fan, pretty lackluster. But if you're a fan of Candy Digital, very exciting because they're about to start opening the storefront next week. They talked about how our assets on Candy is now the representation of, like, say, having your NFTs as a Ferrari engine, right? And so what he means about that, he's talking about Metaplex Core, guys. In fact, let me get Metaplex Core. Let's take a look at Metaplex Core, and we'll discuss what he means about this being the NFT of Ferraris in a sense, right? Because I think people don't understand what that means. Essentially, Metaplex is, their protocol that they have on Solana. It pretty much drives the NFT activities on Solana now. It pretty much works like an engine. And the thing about Metaplex is they allow you to do, like, say, sizable minting, right? Like at volume, at scale, which is kind of crazy. And so that's the cool thing about what's going on here is, like, they're able to transfer like millions of assets by compressing these assets and sending them along the way. And I believe it was Matt L, who's specifically saying he's done everything, broken everything, and push the servers to the limits to make this happen. And I find it very interesting because was it 4 or 5 months we were pretty much like dark, and then all of a sudden we learned about TAD, and now it's July and we are back at 100%, maybe not necessarily 100% with like DC stuff, but with Candy firing on all cylinders, and we're getting our keys. They literally said we're getting our keys. So it's pretty cool. And I love what they're going to be doing with Metaplex. They basically said, now the ceiling is your imagination. Now I'm just going to assume and put a little bow on that. What he means by that is the way that the tech works now with Metaplex. And I'm only positive that there's got to be AI infused into this, because AI is a culmination of your imagination, right? So it's not like you're going to hit a technical ceiling anymore. It's really, are you going to reach a roadblock on your creativity? So it's interesting what he says about, like, he's very happy about the assets being on Metaplex and being able to add these added benefits. And really, it's the scale of your imagination on how you can make these benefits work, or utility, or experience, or however you want to, put that into perspective, right? But essentially, Metaplex is reliable, it's scalable, and it's going to be powering everything. It takes care of the royalties at the layer of application. It's called the protocol level right there. So no matter where this asset goes, it's going to follow along the chain in terms of how that royalty was first agreed upon. And that's really good, because now, you don't have to worry about marketplaces enforcing these royalties and stuff like that. They also said in the space that looks like we're going to get some physicals out of this as well, determining how you do this in the diamond economy and how you chase. So that's pretty cool as well. So, but let me know, what do you guys think now that you guys can hear me? I'm reading lips over here. You should be an expert after watching Kid Arcade, okay? We can now hear me. Unfortunately, I feel sorry for you. Meet Angel. I was listening on X and it went quiet. Yeah, it sure did. Let's see, how many MLB packs are you going for? I don't know. Maybe I'll buy like $50 worth. See, that's the thing. We were talking about with Derek last week about this in his space. I'm really wanting to get to know baseball better, which I'm so glad you're a part of the team, because I can hit you up. But yeah, there's a rookie that I'm eyeing as might be my Pokemon in a sense, right? This rookie I want to collect, right? But we'll talk shop a little bit later. But it's exciting. Let's see right here. Meet Angel. Let's see how the comics that are already minted. Yeah, I'm going to take a look at my collection after. I got 5 things left to get migrated over. My entire collection is on the blockchain, which is exciting. We got Millie. What's up, Millie? How does one join the Diamond Illuminati thing? Man, you gotta get flared on the field, and then everyone's just gonna whack baseballs at you. You can handle that? I wouldn't be able to. I'm just saying, though, right? I took the easy route. I paid somebody. I'm kidding. Shook, what's up, man? Good to see you. Let's go. Let's see right here. Meet Angel. Let's see how the comics already minted we'll do on Magic Eden. And worry about licensing later. Yeah, see, I'm not worried about this until I have to worry about it. They're not saying they don't have it. And once again, we both know they had to get DC's approval to put all these pages on Arweave, so they got to be talking to them, right? So we'll just have to see where it goes. I'm not going to be like, oh, it's the sky is falling, everything's bad, and then not call out crap from other places in the space. Just saying. So we'll just leave it at that. Let's see right here. Hundreds. Millie gotta hit up meat for Oh, is that what you're saying? Okay, I got you. You need a bat cow. I'm gonna be honest, Millie. I'm holding on those things to dear life, along with those absolutes. I think I got like 20 physicals. If you want the digitals, you got to hit up D. But if you really want to hit the digitals, this guy's got a ton. Because I was watching the blockchain before we went dark. I know you bought a bunch there, Meat Angel. But anyways, secondary market is the place to be. Yes, and I'm so glad I got 200 something assets. Let's go take a look at them, guys. Where do I have them, by the way? I got too many windows open. Let's see. Candy Digital right here, guys. So this is all that's left to get migrated as soon as the modem boots up. And this is it. And these are all like digital pins or rewards that I got from either completing a set or participating in some type of like overdrive event. I remember this one. This was like the last thing that I got before everything went dark. Oh, shout out to the good old days, guys. Remember that when we were collecting All-Star Superman? That was so much fun. I enjoyed that last year. Good times. Hey, what is up? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us as well. Thank you. Can't hear? Oh, really? You can't hear? What about now? Can you hear me now? Hello? Am I better now? Let me know. Anyways, I need to get a better setup here, guys. You know what's the craziest thing is I have my mic set up to a point where I don't have to have it like right to my face like the rest of the other YouTubers. Like they got them right here, like they're making out with their mic, right? I could do that. I could put it on an arm and you could hear me a little bit better, but I have it in a way where I don't have to have the mic in front of my face and I like to talk like this. People are like, you're a little bit high fidelity. I'm like, well, deal with it, guys. So this is how I like to speak, but I really should do better on the audio. So we'll see. I'll work on that. But looks like you can hear me again. Let's go. All right, guys. Yeah. So let's take a look at what I do have in my wallet. And right here, let's take a look at this. We have a Lego right here. This is Lego number 69. First appearance of Green Arrow and Aquaman right here. This is More Fun number 73. This is an iconic comic book that is on Solana, on the blockchain. If a Solana whale wants to buy this from me, hit me up because you can buy this from me. So yeah, that's cool. So there's that. And then all these other cool things right here. First appearance of Swamp Thing. Let's see right here. This is a very good book. This is an adaptation, loose adaptation of Woman of Tomorrow, or Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, excuse me, from the movie. Enjoyed the movie, by the way. I know a lot of people didn't. I did, so let's go. Guys, this is also first appearance of Gal Gadot's likeness on the blockchain right here. Yeah, that is Gal Gadot, a.k.a. Wonder Woman. She looked good. I got a couple copies of this. Probably nothing. Anyway, Batman Beyond, that's super cool. But yeah, guys, it's here. They said we're going to be getting our keys. Exciting. What do you guys think about all this? Big bro. I wonder what happens to unopened packs. They talked about that. Bro. We're going to leave it a mystery. They're supposed to migrate over. Okay, yeah, there you go. Thank you, D. Yeah, they talked about it. But anyways. But yeah, super cool. Enjoy. Oh, look at that. There is what cover in here. I'm going to go find it really quick. But let me know. Any of you guys candy fans? Yes. This is the one I was trying to chase forever. I'll never forget this, guys. All right. Trying to chase this silly thing when we're doing the All-Star. And, you have to collect everything because everybody wants gold, big bro. Because you get a gold cover of David Corenswet, my Superman, with the AC1, homage cover right over here, right? I tried my best. And I got to tell you, candy fans, It was 1 hour before the drop was about to end. It was 1 week, right? That you had to collect all these, right? You collect every comic book every day. It was an hour before this thing was going to end. And our co-producer, she calls it pee break, right? Where you get up and you take a pee break, right? Well, I did that. I took a pee break, and I'm like, you know what? F it. I'm going to try it out. And sure enough, I got this Lego like a half an hour right before the thing was about to end. I screamed, and I think I woke up D and the baby. But you know what? I don't care, because this was a lot of fun. And then I got the gold after, guys. So yeah. Anyways, it's just a memory. I'm so stoked now that this is in my wallet. I think there's only 50 of those, so I'm very happy about that. Also, guys, if you want a chance to win some promotional rewards from us, enter hashtag promotional rewards down below for a chance to win the TRU Media PDL. We're going to give away 2, not just this. We're also going to give away the Severed Floor PDL, because the Severed Floor doesn't air enough for me to give it away on a daily basis. So, in fact, we're still trying to work out if we're going to air the Severed Floor on Sunday. So we're going to give away 2 PDLs, if you're still here, Cosmic. And this is for a chance to win promotional rewards in our TRU Mystery Box right here, guys. You collect 11 of our logos because we have 11 shows. And then you have a chance to unlock the TRU Mystery Box. What can you win in the TRU Mystery Box? Well, let me show you guys. That's not what you can win. Where did I put all that stuff? I didn't even put it. Oh, right here. You got a chance to win stuff like this. And guys, this stuff is already, ready to get bought. It's already in our store. Our store is not ready to launch. We're testing out the store. We're testing the logistics. We're testing out every other thing. But if you guys want a chance to win our promotional merch, stuff like this, as well as other things like this, because I tease a lot of what we do actually in our Discord. In fact, if you want alpha, our Discord has pretty much everything. I tease everything in there over anything else online. These are a lot of things. Shout out to Shankster. He wanted one. We made it happen for him. Let's go. Polly the Panda is now a puzzle. Let's go. Anyways, and then also if you're in Collectoria, you're also getting some alpha from me as well, because I drop alpha in Collectoria as well. Shout out to Joss and Jan. But yeah, guys, if you want chances to win promotional merch, which are hats, hoodies, and I'm not going to tell you what else is in the store, but other things, just enter hashtag promotional rewards. Collect our promotional digital logos. We call them PDLs, which are these. These are NFTs on the blockchain. They're just fun promotional NFTs. They're produced by us. There's music involved, produced by us. Everything is made by us. And it's just something to keep. And if you stack these, there are going to be utility for the people who stack these, because you guys don't know this. There's a leaderboard already. You know who's winning that leaderboard? He's already in the chat, by the way. Shout out to that guy. But anyways, enter hashtag promotional rewards in the chat for a chance to win a PDL at the end of the program. But guys, that's pretty much been it for the candy news right there. I don't think I have anything else. Up and to the right, everybody. Let's see where the future goes. And like I said, let's just give them some time to cook and give them some grace, because I know you guys give other projects grace. So it's possible to give these guys grace too. So let's try to do that. And then, yeah, guys, let's move on. Shout out to everybody that was in the space. Shout out to the team. That's another thing I really want to point out, because this is not said. 4 or 5 months ago, we shouldn't be here. We shouldn't be having these conversations. We shouldn't have a diamond economy. Someone came, bought all the stuff, rescued the project, rescued our stuff, gave us exactly what we were being promised 4 years ago by many projects, not just this one. We got it in 4 months. We're on the blockchain. And yet, I feel like people don't realize how insanely quick this was, how fast-tracked this was, the amount of resources behind this, the people behind it. That's the big part right here. Like, if you guys have, because we've interviewed Tad, so we go through the whole thing about actually trying to figure out who this guy is and where he's been. If you haven't done the rabbit hole of the CEO, then I don't know. Go back and Wikipedia this stuff and really go down that rabbit hole, because I'm really excited that he's the CEO. I'm really excited with what Candy's doing. Just the fact that Matt L said that all these things had to be that they ran the gambit and they got it done. It's pretty amazing. And plus, because of Metaplex Core, right? And if you guys don't know what Metaplex Core is, and I'm pretty sure 50% of you guys that are in this chat have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to Metaplex Core, TLDR, do your homework. But once you do your homework, I think you'll be smiling ear to ear like I am. So up and to the right, I can't wait to see what happens. Meet Angel. Yes, people were not buying packs before, and now they want packs. Meet, you were smart then, you're smart now, and you should be smiling ear to ear. I'm going to be celebrating on the sidelines as you are in the secondary. And just remember me if you throw any discounts for a bat call, because I'm telling you guys, let me be the exit liquidity. I will buy your back call, $100 below. Hit me up. Let's go. I'm not working on a six-pack. That's funny. What's up, Tucson? Ulysses tomorrow. I have packs. He does have packs. He's the other one, me. If it ain't in digital, it's in physical. This guy. You guys would get along, by the way. I think you guys are in the same neighborhood, too. Let's go. But all right, guys. That has been your Candy Digital Update. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about that. And we will move on to Digitoys right here. Excuse me. Another exciting addition is making its way through the vortex as Quirky NFTs now partner with Digitoys. At least that's what I'm assuming this handshake's from. I don't know who these guys are, so I went to their X profile to find out what they are. And basically, this is what their About Me says. So, and let me know down below if you guys know who these Quirkies are, because I have no idea who they are. I'm assuming they're on Abstract because Digitoys on Abstract. I'm not sure, but let's take a look and see what the About Me says. Introducing Quirk Life Studios, the creative hub behind the Quirkies animated IP, merging learning and family with fun music stories and the quirky character kids love and parents trust. Again, is that the About Me? All right. Own a piece of the story. 5,000 unique characters in their form. Okay, so it's an NFT collection that include the full IP rights of your Quirkies. Now, this is what a Quirky looks like. The Quirky Original Collection is the cornerstone of their ecosystem. There's 5,000 unique NFTs, similar to, like, I think, is it a kid called Beast? Minted on the Ethereum blockchain. Okay, they're on Ethereum, represents the highest tier of ownership. By owning a Quirky NFT, you're not just buying a digital art, you're gaining access to a vibrant community, exclusive perks, and expanding creative opportunities. Own a piece of digital history. Quirk Kids are the kid version of Quirkies. Same token ID means same owner and same IP rights. So it looks like they've got Quirkies and Quirk Kids. Let's see how much this stuff costs. Let's take a look. Looks like they're on Rarible. You guys know what this stuff is? They almost look like doodles, yeah? Whoa. Okay, they're like $1,000 on the floor. Okay, so this is me being on a corner of Web3 and stuck in my silo. Digital collectibles space, right? We tend to think that we're the the center of the universe. We're not. $1,700 in ETH for one of these guys. That's crazy. All right, let's see what else these guys are about. Quirk Life, a bold apparel and lifestyle product. Okay, so Quirk Life is their product. They have physicals. They have digitals. This is the Quirk Studio. Quirky Studio. Looks like my living room, guys. All right. Let's see. Origin story. Okay. Quirkies emerged from the Web3 as a cutting-edge brand that blends technology, collectibles, and action sports culture. What started as a collection of 5,000 unique digital artworks has evolved into a thriving ecosystem of lifestyle products. An engaged community of creators. The system has multiple NFT collections from their universe. Quirky OGs with 5,000, Quirk Kids with 5,000, Quirkling companions with 10,000. Were they like dogs or cats? And INX villains with 2,500. Each plays a unique role in the Quirksville lore with alpha sets, questing mechanics, and expanding utilities. So that's quite a lot of assets in this ecosystem. I'm looking at 22,500 assets. As a culmination of their community right there. The Quirk Life apparel is a bold streetwear for those who dare to be different. From the Dream Collection to limited collabs with Magic Eden, their drops feature varsity jackets, hoodies, caps, and exclusive skateboards. Ooh, D, we need a True Media skateboard, D. Mark that down in the in the basket of ideas. All right. Lifestyle products, Quirk Quencher energy drinks, protein bars with Wen goods, and more. We're building a lifestyle brand that extends beyond digital into the real world. You live in an everyday environment. By the way, since these guys have their own brand merch, if Raven is listening, Raven, remember True Scent? It's possible. I'll tell you later in the chats. Let's go. Community events. From the New York City and Brooklyn during NFT New York City to our inaugural event in Chelsea, we bring the community together in real life partnerships with Macroverse, IYK, and more to expand their reach, and also now with Digitoys. So this is kind of the crash course into the Quirkies. Like I said, I've never heard of them, and this looks like this is the ecosystem. So once again, you got the Quirkies, which are these guys right here, right? With a $1,700 floor, everybody. And this is kind of what the collections look like. You know, they remind me of this. You guys remember the cartoon Snorks? They look like Snorks. And they also kind of look like Doodles, like Doodle Snorks. Like maybe like Doodles kind of like birthed an alien baby, and that's what these look like, right? And that's like the culmination of the collection right here. So those are the Quirkies. What does the Quirk Kids look like? Do we get to see? Let's take a look and we'll see what the Quirk Kids look like. This was cool too. When we got into the website, this really cool animation where you can see like a DOS prompt or command line start coming out. And that's pretty dope. So you enter that and this cool little splash screen comes up. Get a Quirky. Oh, these are the same things. All right, guys, this is the same things right here. So let's back it up. Wait a minute. So these are the Quirk Kids or the Quirkies? I'm so confused here. So are they like just one collection and they're like mixed together between the Quirkies, the Quirk Kids, and the Quirklings? Let's look at the villain collection. Let's see what these look like. Oh, the villains look dope. Yo, these look cool. Look at this squid face right here. Okay, these are cheaper. And these have less mints in their collection. I believe I said it was 2,500 of the villains. Maybe I should pick up a villain, right? I mean, if these guys are partnering with Digitoys, I mean, are we going to get dropped? Well, man, come on, brother. What? Are we going to get, are these going to be like Digitoy? Like, because this would be dope. I mean, I would love like a Digitoy of this thing. Look at this thing. This thing looks crazy. Now, I'm not saying that's happening, guys. I don't know nothing, but like this is cool right here. These are dope. Oh, the pirate. The pirate's cool. So these are called INX. These are the villains in the Quirkies ecosystem right here, right? So the INX villains. Let's see what a Quirkling looks like. Let's see what a companion looks like, right? View this on OpenSea. Oh, zoom in, please. I'm blind as a bat. You're supposed to be working, D. Okay, so these are the companions here. Let me zoom in for my wife. I can't zoom in. Here, is that better? Pinch and zoom your phone. Whoa, scissors. Pause. Anyway. Yeah, so these are the companions to the Quirkies. And let me see, maybe the Quirk Kids, because the Quirk Kids kind of just took me to the creative users. Okay, so it doesn't take you. Whenever I went here, it didn't take you to the actual thing. But these are the Quirkies. These are the guys that's partnering with Digitoys. And then this is what the CEO had to say about this. Pumped to be working with Real Poppy. Whoa. And the Quirkies NFT team on this. Quirkies is an amazing brand with an incredibly passionate community, and you can see the level of care that goes into everything they do. Stoked to share more soon. Let's see who Real Poppy is right here. Real Poppy. Okay, so Real Poppy is a leading NFT collector and builder who owns the Quirkies NFT project, along with related entities like the Quirk Kids Studios, the Quirk Life, and the Quirkies. With over 3,000 NFTs in his collection, including CryptoPunks, Bored Ape Yacht Clubs, and Pudgy Penguins. Okay, so this person's worked with big Web3 brands. He focuses on long-term ecosystem growth, community commitment, and innovation such as AI integration for creators. His bio highlights God and family first while positioning Quirkies as a dedicated high-standard Web3 brand. So we're going to get along very well, Real Poppy, because I'm in the same boat. Here's a quote. I truly want everyone's best experience in Web3 to be Quirkies. We aim for the everyday, real poppy. So these are the Quirkies, guys. This is the person in charge of it. Here's the collection. I'm sorry. Yeah, right here. This is the Quirkies collection. The cheapest Quirky is $1,700. Yeah. Like this might be some kind of sleeper, not financial advice. In fact, where's the thing? I always play this late, and shout out to Bro because he's well more organized than me when it comes to this. This is not financial advice. I don't know nothing. I'm a silly person and a talking head on the internet. Don't follow me into the fire. Okay, we're done with that. Let's go. All right, guys. So shout out to Digitoys right here, as well as the Quirkies. And I love this because they did just announce a few weeks back that they're partnering with DRKINON. They also teased their app. And then I believe they also teased digital stickers. And you know what? Let's just go here because there was something else they teased as well. And I can't keep up. You guys just keep teasing. I'm gonna start hammering you down in the Discord, poof. And by the way, guys, if you guys haven't gone into the Digitoys Discord, go right now. I believe you can just go to digitoys.io and then scroll to the bottom and you can join their Discord. Go say poof. Go check out poof and tell them I said hi. Yeah, they also teased this thing, whatever this is. Now I remember what this type of stuff was, right? As a kid, you used to get like the gachapons, you get stickers, or you have like an army man. Or if you guys remember the army man with the parachute, right? You get those in these little eggs. That's what this reminds me of. And one thing I loved about Digitoys is they always have that retro vibe in the background. So we're gonna have to see what they're gonna be doing here. They partner with DRKINON. They've got that weird looking egg thing. They're partnering with Quirkies NFT. And what I like about that, right, is they are partnering with big Web3 brands, right? Like they've already partnered with Disney and Star Wars, Motu they had before in the past, but now they're partnering with big Web3 brands. DRKINON, you've got Quirkies, and then obviously Pudgy Penguin's abstract ecosystem, right? So you can only kind of read between the lines with that. So it's very interesting on where we're going with this. Yo, Khalees. Yo, you got to get back in the Discord. I'm so glad you're here. Go into Discord. Go look at your wallet. We sent you something a while back because you're an OG, right? Get active in our Discord again because remember when the UCBC shut down? We are back in business, baby. So get back in the Discord and become an active fan because we got stuff for you because you have been with us since day one. Good to see you, my friend. Let's go. All right. And shout out to Digitoys. I'm super stoked to see them trucking along. And I mean, DRKINON, Quirkies. Who else is out there? Who else are you going to be surprising us with? Can't wait to see. So let's go and shout out to Digitoys. Moving on to Suye, one of my favorite projects that have come out of the Web3 space is the MYO project. I freaking love the MYOs, guys. And these are the artist collaborations that they've had so far. These are the ones that they've revealed. Oh, I just sent a message here. 100%. I'm so stoked that you're back. I think D was trying to get a hold of you because I was like, D, we got to get a hold of all the OGs that were with us from the podcast days because we are back. So, yes, we are back. Enter right now promotional rewards. I don't know if you were here. I'll explain what that means at the end of the program. Oh, we got the comic guy. What's up, comic? Comic, how did you like the B-side? The B-side track. I won't explain to the audience what that means, but I was like, I'm only going to send you this one track. You've already got the message, but like, if I sent you both, I probably would have confused you. I don't know if I'm confusing you now. What I mean by that is when you're listening to a vibe and you know it's a vibe and you hear another vibe and you're like, shit, now there's two vibes. Yeah, I hope I didn't do that, but good to see you, comic. What's up, Reckless? True story indeed, man. We're going to be making lots of stories, if you know what I mean. Hint, hint, guys. Speaking of which, there is a preview I'm going to be showing at the end of the program. Might want to stay tuned for that. MYOs are the coolest, yes. And I'm going to explain why in just a bit. Comic guy, I like the B-side a lot. The original one was better, though, 100%. And that's why you got the B-side, but yes. And I got to tell you, my son loves that track. More to come with that. Comic, what is up? All right, guys, back to the MYOs. So these are the recent artist MYOs that were introduced into the platform. MYOs is bringing together worlds, 55 plus global street and contemporary artists collabing in the project. 5 top-tier Web3 projects already on board, including A Kid Called Beast, Normies, Planets Bitcoin, and more. And they're only just getting started. And I also heard Kid Arcade is in there. I can't wait to see a Kid Arcade MYO. And I'm just going to be very, very biased here. Like, whenever that giveaway happens, I'm going to double down. Like, okay, D-Roy, when it's time for the Kid Arcade giveaway, if it involves AI, I am going to utilize every part of the I'm sorry, team, I'm going to say this. I'm going to utilize the entire TRU Media Group workflow to go after that. Just know that is the MYO I want the most, is that Kid Arcade. So when that happens, just know, my friendly fans out there, that TRU Media is going to be on that one. So we'll just leave it at that. Let's go. And guys, these are the artist collaborations right now, right here. So he's got a ton of them so far. I'm super stoked where this project's going. You know, D-Roy and Nigella are just good people. We got to meet them before. And Decon, we've had them on the channel a bunch of times. One day I want to go visit them, whether it's Amsterdam or anywhere else. But I'm really, really excited with this project. And I see a lot of people. There he is, Kid Arcade. That's the one I want. I'm going to go ham whenever I see a Kid Arcade MYO. I'm going to tell you right now. So, but yeah, really excited about this project. I didn't see much in the news section, so there's not a lot of news that I know about. Adro, I'll be competing for the RK1 too. Yes, I'm just telling you right now, fam. I'm going to use our our workflow to win that one. I'm just going to tell you right now. So, but may the victors go the spoils. Let's go. I love playing chess, guys. So that is the strategies I will be using to win that one. Let's take a look at the MYOs and let's see what MYOs have been revealed. And I'm gonna. Oh wait, before we show the MYOs that are getting revealed, I gotta show you guys my MYO right here. Like, where is it? Oh, where is it? Here it is. Here it is. This is the floor MYO, guys. Shout out to the co-producer, because I've been kind of looking at the floors and I've been debating whether I wanted to mint another one. And to be very quite honest, I really, Dr. Rolex, I wanted yours. Dr. Rolex has a MYO of a fox-eared jacket MYO, right? His has the brown on it. I know this because it reminds me of Super Mario Brothers, right? I'm like, that is the MYO I wanted. And then I saw this thing on the floor, guys, for $139. And I'm like, are you kidding me? The disrespect on this one right here. No, shout out to the guy that sold this to me, right? You know, I get it. Like, sometimes you just need money, right? Or maybe you wanted to like pull the lever and hit the chase again. Yeah, no shot on you, but I'm just saying, for $139, $50 below mint. I had to get it. So I'm super stoked. I don't even think I need to buy another one. I got 2 now. I'm very happy. The company's got a 3rd one right there. So we got 3 in the rotation. So I'm good to go. I'm super stoked with this MYO, guys. So, but here's something I noticed, right? Because after that 139 MYO that I got bought, there were other MYOs on the floor. One was at like 289. One was at 320. One was at 350. They're gone. So either there was a delisting, which I don't know about. Maybe D-Roy bought him up because I heard a rumor he wanted to do that. But the most, like, this is the floor. This is like Quirkies right here. This is where they should be, by the way. This is where they should be, by the way. In my opinion, $1,700 for a floor MYO. So, shout out to the MYOs right here. Let's take a look and see what's dropped, guys. I'm super stoked to see what we got here. And let me know, what's a cool one to you guys right here? We're going to go take a look. Ooh. Where this one came from. It's like he went in the 7-Eleven, went into his freaking bug, and then he came out, and then all of a sudden, poof, be gone. Yo, what happened to this guy? A gray trim, 0.27%. That's a cool one. I like that one. Is any of you guys minting one as well? Are you guys waiting for a reveal? And also, if you have a MYO you want me to show, let me know what the number is as well. I'll show it if you guys want. Up to you. Laser eye. Oh, look at that. It's got like a sheet metal look right here. This one looks dope. And I'm kind of confused, like, because like I know like the eyes are certain colors depending, but like some of these jackets are just dope, or the cloaks, excuse me. Like this one, like it reminds me of like sheet metal, you know what I mean? Or the T1000 from like Terminator, right? Ooh, like a Terminator Mio, that would be dope. I hope I see like a cyborg Mio, like, you know what I mean? Like an whoa, ribbed. That is a ribbed Mio, if anything, man. Whoa, that's a trippy looking one right there. What happened with it? What do you call this one? What would you call this one? I mean, by the way, I like the color, by the way. It's very uncommon, but yeah, it's like got some pokiness on there. Let's go. All right. Oh, that's a dope one right here. You got diamond hands along with the green cloak. I know Big Bro likes to say the green cloak's the grandma cloak. I told him it's the Kang cloak right there. It's like, you know, it fits you very well, you know, the King of Kangs. So that's a cool one. Dr. Crypto Burn owns that one. Shout out to Dr. Crypto Burn. I've got two. Do I need another one? I don't know, man. I said that as well. And I'm telling you guys right now, I only need two. Depends, right? Like if you guys start flooring these again, well, I'll have to pick one up. If you don't floor it, you know, and it gets closer, I might have FOMO. Might have to. We'll see. I did have enough to mint one, but because I bought one for $139, I saved $50. So I have $50 in ETH just sitting in that wallet. So I don't know, Adra. We'll have to see. I have to check with the boss. But yeah, anyways, hey, there's my Mio. Let's go. This one's interesting. He were like, what are they? What are those guys? Those Guido guys that, like, you know, they're like the mobster gangsters, or the mobster gangsters with like the stretchy pants. That's what reminds me of this dude right here. This one's dope. I think this is what? This is Lexi's, right? The Jade. That one's cool. Let's go down some more. Let's take a look at these. This one's cool with the stars, with the constellations on the jacket. I like that. It'd be so dope if this was animated, or maybe it can be. I don't know. I'm not sure how it works on wherever you minted these, if you can do those things. I know like platforms like Metaplex, you can actually embed new type of experiences with your collectibles. Yeah, right here. This one. I don't think this is Rolex's one, but like something like this. Yeah, this is a part of the eared cloaks, right? So mine's is a little bit more of an enigma because it's black. Yeah, super cool. 218 is cool. Is that yours? Let's go look at 218. All right, 218. Who is 218? Mio from 218. Oh, this is D, guys. This is D's. That's cool. She's got little stitchings on there. Hey, D-Roy, can we pump up the background lighting? These guys are like in a dark room. That would be cool if we could pump up the lighting. That'd be super dope. But yeah, that's D's Mio right there. All right. That one's cool. Reminds me of Tigger. Very dope. Looks like there's still reveals to be had. And be honest, fess up. How many Mios you got? Drop them down below. I want to know. Besides Sven, who is also stacking Mios? I got two. I believe this is Osmond Collects right here, guys. No, I'm sorry. I'm wrong. This is David Hay. But I think Oz has a similar one. So I don't know who David Hay is. But hey, let's see. Cool. Laser eyes. I think these all got taken out already. I don't think there's any more laser eyes, guys. I think it's done. It's done. And these all need to be Bill. Bill is always getting these cool ones, Bill. The man of the people. Shout out to Bill and Zombie. Oh, look, who got the Rainbow Bright? All right, we're going to pocket watch. Let's see who got Rainbow Bright. Let's see. Who got... Oh. Fair play. Fair play. This is the only one public. Got you. Okay. You don't want anyone to know. I see. Nobody has to know. Ooh, Ferryman. One day you're going to get an offer from me. Not yet. But one day you're going to get an offer from me. Because, like, I could AI mine and put on Aloha thing, but this is like the D-Roy special. So, you know, yeah. D-Roy. What would have been dope, you know, if this is the True Media special? Glasses, man. Glasses and a hat would have been dope. Now I get it. You can't really, well, you can put the hat because you can put the hoodie over the hat and have the bill. Man, if you had the sunglasses and the hat, I would have to buy this from Ferryman. You know, if you had that, it would have been over. It's like it was meant for me to have it, regardless of price. But yeah, I keep looking at it. I scroll past it all the time, and one day, not today though, guys. Let's see here. Oh, it's like, man, almost 2 hours already. Where did the time go? Reckless. No, I've got 2 on ETH and 5 out of 6 in VV. You didn't get the gold, right? That's okay. I didn't get the gold either. Let's see. Where is that? Where is it? Yeah, right here. Let's talk about the gold real quick. Thank you for being with the MYO project. They are not stopping. I believe if you were able to collect all of the 5 on VV, you are airdropped a gold one. Now, I believe there are 3 different type of variants of gold. There's one, I think, with the VV Gold Logo Club. There's a VV OG one, I think, where the boots are gold. Not 1,000% sure. I'm a little bit confused on that. Hold on, guys. Somebody's at my house. Who just pulled up? Oh, it's D. Whoa, it's 4 o'clock already? That's crazy. All right, never mind. Well, my wife's home, guys. Hello. Anyways, yeah, guys. So if you were able to collect all 5, you get this gold one as well. And I'm beginning to see what you mean, bro. Maybe we're gonna have to pivot from gold to diamond. We'll have to see. Anyways, back to the MYOs. I just wanted to see really quick if there's any new ones, and then we'll get to the community shout outs and we'll get out of here, guys. And I appreciate everyone watching. If you're watching now or on the replay, we have 115, I think, plus eyeballs watching us right now. So thank you for watching us. Appreciate you guys. Is this Osmond's? No, it's still David Hayes. All right, I got Osmond has a similar one like that, but anyways, we got the Bill Gardner. We've got the Rainbow Bright. That is a lot of green right there. Whoa, that's like monochrome MYO. Yeah, the bear. Now the bear coat looks dope. I would have liked that one too. These one kind of look the same. These little orange ones. And mine looks like the one on Vivi. What happened to that one? I don't know. My OG one. I'll never stop saying it. I'm like, they look kind of the same there, D-Roy. What happened there? Was mine the template to make the Vivi one? Just saying. Yeah, right here. Rolex. This is the one. This is the one. Now, this is the Temu version that I got right here. Mine's a little bit darker. You gotta lighten them up. Come on, we need some backlighting, D-Roy. But yeah, see, so I wanted one like this, and then I got a floor MYO instead. So you know what? It is what it is. Maybe one day I'll hit up Rolex. Probably not. I don't think that guy sells. What else? Yeah, I think that's it. I think we're getting to the bottom of the list here. Very cool. Oh, that's a dope one right here. That's cool right here. I like that. This is our co-producers. Now, Raven got a dope one. Okay, so this is the one I've been talking about in terms of one being like a cyborg looking thing. Raven, this is dope. Like, wow. Like, this one is cool. Like, we have a tech MYO now in the media group. I love that, by the way. This is a dope looking MYO. Is this the only one? Cyber? There's 2 of them? Oh, who owns the other one? Timo. Let's pocket watch Timo. Let's see what's going on. All right, Timo, what else you got? All right, team. All right, I like that. Okay, we got an Elmon X collector. We got a Fishes collector here. And we've got a MYO collector. 1, 2, 3, 4 MYOs. Shout out to Timo. Looks like Timo is a stacker. Love to see it. All right. Well, looks like the tech ones are out. But I got to admit, Raven's got a dope one right here. Shout out to Raven. I got the gold. I don't have the gold and silver. Oh, okay. Got you. I don't have any of them either. I got one MYO, the pink one. I am going to be wanting to collect the Web3 ones instead. But just because they look cool. And you got and they're one of one. So, but yeah, shout out to anyone that got a gold MYO, and shout out to Raven with this badass MYO. All right, we're gonna go all the way to the bottom because I think we saw everything. Everything was down here. Okay, that's the spot. Yeah, I think we went through them all, guys. Super cool, super dope. All right. Shout out to D-Roy and Nigella. And where is it? Guys, if you haven't, right here is Suye. Go follow him on X right here. Awesome person in the community. Adro, are they going to close out the MYO mint? Isn't there a 777? Oh, yeah. I don't think they're closing it out anytime soon. I haven't heard anything about that, but I'm not in the Discord as much as I know. So as far as I know, they're going to mint these out, right? I just know. Let's go look. Let's see how much has been minted so far. Looks like 367 items out of 777 are here. I don't know if those items are I'm assuming they're the ones that are minted as well, right? And the ones we're waiting for reveal. But it says 367 in the collection so far. We'll have to see. But that's the thing, right? Like, so I still have time to mint another one, and I'm feeling I'm going to. These remind me of a kid called Beast, and you know, I've seen D-Roy cook. I've seen D-Roy offer utility for years. Met him in 2024, guys. I'm still getting utility from the London Police TLP key, right? The Genesis key. So, yeah, I can just imagine what we're going to get with this. We're going to get ordinals. You're going to get an ordinal on top of that with these, as well as a video game, the 3D print, the files, and who knows whatever else, guys. And I believe 2 years of reveals on top of that. So I'm stoked to be at the beginning of a project, as well as knowing the team behind the project. And I just want to support Suye and D-Roy. And I want to see him build and make his team bigger, right? Because if D-Roy can build and make his team bigger, or do whatever he needs to do to firm up the experience, because that's what we really want, guys. We're not only just collecting these because we're getting FOMO. We want to have an experience. These are like representations of us, right? If you really think about it, your MYO is make your own. Well, you're making something of your own as well by having a representation. Same with like having a kid called Beast or Bored Ape or Bat Cows, guys. Same thing. And that's why I love this project. I can't wait to see where they go with this. And let me know down below who's a part of the MYO project. We got Meat Angel and Fires. Meat Angel, you got one yet? Or should I say, D-Roy, do we have a Batman version of this? That would be dope. So, and there's a lot more to be minted. So we'll have to see. And moving on, guys. Lastly, I want to cover Vivi. They're going to be dropping Captain America Comics #1. This was a very controversial comic back when we were talking about Grails being released on Vivi and maybe never getting this. But it says right here, what better way to introduce a hero clad in the American flag during World War II than by showing him punching, not decking, punching Hitler in the face. This is dropping in blind box format next week. No, not next week, Thursday, guys. I'm sorry. Thursday the 23rd, I believe that's 2 weeks from now at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's like 5 a.m. for me. And let me know down below if you guys are going to go for this. I'm not going to cover this because I'm pretty sure you're going to have every single Vivi content creator cover this until the day of the drop. So you're going to have lots of coverage on this comic. I'm pretty sure our own Biggest Bro will be covering this. But it's just good to see comics like this dropping on the blockchain, as in Collect Chain is going to be getting there, I'm hoping. But it's just good to see this in digital representation. Marvel uses Vivi as their arm to push out their digital products. So this is really cool to see Marvel letting Vivi do this and to see another big comic in the space. We've got lots of big comics in the space. We have this one, Fantastic Four #1, AF-15, Marvel Comics #1. Now on the DC slate, we've got Superman 1, Batman 1, Pivotal Books, by the way, Pivotal Golden Age books, as well as I think Showcase 4. I can't remember the other ones because, you know, DC loves to name these with their interesting names. But a lot of first appearances between both platforms. If you're talking about Vivi and Candy Digital, here's another big comic that's going to be dropping. I don't care whether or not you collect on this platform or not. I know you're going to go for this because everybody's going to go for this because everyone knows this is going to attract liquidity into the Vivi app specifically for this comic book. You'll probably have all the Vivi content creators hiding in the back of the room, probably calling their grandmas and their moms to go for their drop for them because this will probably be something special. So we'll have to see what happens. I'm not going to be covering that. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Cap 7. No, this isn't Cap 7. This is Cap 1, bro. What are you talking about? This is Cap 7? No, this is Cap 1. You're confusing me. I haven't seen this yet. Oh, sure. Never mind. Yeah, bro. He's punching. Yeah, Cap 1. And I got confused because, like, I know what you mean about that. Like, because the Cap 7 cover looks kind of similar, right? And so when I was making your thumbnail, I made the thumbnail, by the way, because Biggest Bro is going to be covering Cap 7 tomorrow. And I like I said, everyone is going to probably cover that comic, so you don't need to hear me do it. But I just wanted to cover this because I did write a blog article about comics on the blockchain and how I believe that people don't really realize the value prop on that, right? You know, these are licensed by Marvel as well as partnered by Marvel. Specifically, Marvel works with Vivi to release these titles, right? It's not like Vivi gets a license from Marvel and then they just, you know, make their own stuff under the Marvel license. They're actually partnered with Marvel and they talk to Marvel. Marvel chooses panels, right? Same thing on the Candy side when they were active with the comic books, DC3. They worked with, you know, the likes of Jim Lee, right? And so that's cool in a sense as Marvel, DC, and all them put their stamp of approval to put this out on the blockchain. It's just really good to see this because this really adds the value to the space, whether you're a Vivi collector or a DC collector on Candy, right? And so I really like seeing stuff like this drop in this space because it just, it validates what we're doing here. So I can't wait to see what happens. What are your thoughts on the Stickerverse? Oh, this guy? Let's talk about it. Here's what's happening with Stickerverse. Now, I'm going to need you guys' help because I am not collecting stickers, okay? I'll show you what stickers I collect. They're real stickers. But this is the latest news from the Stickerverse. Here's what's happening. This was our beta launch, and beta did exactly what it meant to do. We hit a few small issues early on, caught it, and handled it. Now we're closing the first release out cleanly so the next drop runs with improvements. What you need to do, you've got until Tuesday the 14th. When is the 14th? Is that next week? Tuesday, that's next week. To fully open and deploy your packs, both steps are required. Okay, they've got the warning signal there. You need to open the pack and deploy it before then to enable trading. Okay, so you need to deploy your packs to be on chain, I'm assuming, right? If you only open the pack and do not deploy, your Genesis VV Knot pack will remain remain off chain. It will still be viewable in the app, but it won't be tradable on. But why? If your pack is already open and deployed, no actions. But what if people don't want to open packs, right? Like, I mean, you ever heard of collecting packs? What's your thoughts on this, man? You're the one that you bought this stuff, not me. Well, here, let's go read the comments. So wait, I know people have a hard time with blockchain, right? And so this is not a lot of time if you think about it. Vivi, you guys are terrible at time. I'm just gonna call it out. Like the Captain America comic, we got 3 weeks to prepare for that. Don't even get me started on Star Trek. But like these guys have like only a few days to do all this, and this is it. Am I the only content creator that's talking about this? What's happening here? I saw the sticker holders have a week to either open or not open packs. After that, unopened packs won't be able to be opened. But why? You bought them, right? Shouldn't you be able to do what the product's detailed to do? I don't know, guys. Like I said, I'm not in it, so I don't really have a horse in this. The pack opening looks cool. I just never got into this, guys, because, you know, I got into the sticker stuff like last year when like Pudgies and stuff was in there. Is this still a thing, guys? Is it still going off? Let's read the comments. Stickerverse, what happens after? Anything left Undeployed will convert into a relic, carrying future crafting down the line. Choosing not to deploy now simply means you'll hold a relic for future use. Okay, so for future use, well, what does that mean? You can deploy now or keep the relic for what's coming. You know what we call a relic? The Hello Kitty NFTs that came from Recur. That's the only time I've heard NFTs been called a relic. Everything we learn here makes the next launch sharper, smoother, and better. That's what beta is for. Deploy your Genesis VV not unopened packs or keep the relic. Just make sure you decide before next week. Okay. Clever. Lots of people on summer vacations and AFK right now. The deadline is extremely short, and some people who participated are going to be uninformed. It's not their fault they are on holiday to not know this updated deadline. I only found out because of other people reaching out. Look at that. We'll check the numbers. If we need to extend, we will. Okay, well, that's good. Clever. I am hoping you reconsider your deadline for the community who supported you in this new endeavor. It's only fair to give people time to know about the changes. Guys, if you got Clever saying something, you should listen. King Crypto, I read it and didn't really understand it. So the pack I bought to leave unopened won't be usable anymore? I'm confused. I'm with you. Anything left undeployed will carry future crafting down. Okay, so you can probably use it for some kind of crafting thing later. Choosing not to deploy now simply means you'll hold the pack for future use but cannot open it. Okay, so they're not saying that it's going to be like dead. They're just calling it a relic. Is that what I'm getting out of this? King Crypto, but aren't all the packs minted? They are tradable via Get Gems and in people's wallets. So you just swap all the infos to a relic? They won't be changed in terms of the asset. Relics is just a word we have to use to say. Don't use that word. Change it. They won't be able to be opened if that makes it more clear to you. Just call them packs that can't be opened or unopened packs. So we won't be able to open packs after cutoff date and everything inside gets burned, but packs that is minted on chain still can be traded on chain. The opening packs after the cutoff point will not be possible. That is correct. Everything inside does not get burnt. It remains as is. Okay. If we have used the word relic, but nothing will change the pack itself design. Minted on chain packs is still able to be traded on chain. Inance, is there a reason why we won't be able to open it? My DC packs can be opened at any. They just talked about that, by the way, in space. My DC packs can be opened at any time and has been for a few years. Okay. Big Will style. Not happy at all about you guys changing this or withholding the info that we only had till the 14th to sell or open unopened packs. And now you are forcing us to make a decision to open or leave them as a relic or crafting. But again, not telling us all the info about it. Not to sell, this remains open. Boy, whoever's running that account, maybe have some grace to your customer. So we can't keep packs unopened on chain and won't be able to open packs anymore after the 14th. You can keep it unopened, but you will not be able to open it after the 14th. That's pretty much, I guess, the skinny, guys. Open those packs. If not, they're becoming relics, and looks like they're not giving you guys a choice. But looks like they might extend the time. But yeah, that's what everyone has to say here, guys. In terms of that, yeah. Let me know down below what you guys think. I don't own any, so really I have no skin in the game. So I mean, how do you guys feel? You know, I mean, to be very honest, it's looking like I'm glad I didn't buy any of it. So, but you know, Big Bro, he's asking my thoughts, but he's not reciprocating me on his thoughts. I would love to know your thoughts, Big Bro. You have the link. You can either come up yourself. Oh, here we go. I tried, but it didn't stick. Okay, I see. For some reason, guys, I had to like move up and back down in order for me to see more chats in StreamYard. StreamYard's bugging today, guys. I'm talking to my team. I see right here. Okay, so I tried, but it didn't stick. Okay. And then D. That was my first thought when I heard that. These guys are having a conversation, and I just didn't keep up to now. You getting a GTA 6, Hinano? Heck yeah, I am. Are you crazy? Yes. Heck yes. I'm ready for online. I'm ready for online, baby. Catch me, big bro. You won't be able to. That's the one thing I'm good at, guys, is racing games and chess. By the way, Collectors on Digital, we have a rematch for the online stuff. Shout out to Collectoria. Adro, glad I stayed far away from this stickers nonsense. Yeah, man, the only reason why I didn't do this is I've already gone down this route before and participated. In fact, I want to say I learned about stickers and like, because there was like a big thing on Ton where like people were making a ton of money off like minting stickers. I want to say Dave from All Things Crypto turned us on to that. That was a long time ago. Let's see. I got TRU stickers. You can peel them, stick them, frame them, and take them with you. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Anyways, you race, I'll enforce. Okay. All right. So I've got the enforcer right here. Looks like I'm the wheel man. So yes. If we're playing a bank heist, you want Hinano as the wheel man on GTA, just because I just love racing games. I love it all. It's my best. What's up, Ronnie? Yo, yo, yo. I need help navigating the stickerverse. Never did it. Not sure how to do it. Ask Big Bro. I hear he's an expert. Let's go. Joking. All right, guys. If you guys are into stickerverse, this is what's happening right here. And it looks like some people are happy about it. Some are not. And yeah, we'll have to just see. I'm surprised not a lot of people are covering this, though. I would like to think, you know, you want to let at least the community know that they got to do this stuff, because that's not a lot of time, guys. So maybe a little bit better, clearer information and more upfront, because what is it? What's today? Thursday? No, today's Wednesday, right? So they've got literally like, what, 5 days? Anyways. It is what it is. Moving on. And that's it right there. We have our community shout outs right here, guys. Starting off with our guy, Omi-wan. And if you guys know what he's holding in his hand, I'm very jelly, Omi-wan. But you know what? I'm pretty sure Omi-wan worked to get this card. Down 6-0, like facing Kaido Dodgers said, Gear 5 and cooked. 12-7 comeback versus the Padres on One Piece night. Straw hats everywhere. Lines since sunrise for the Oda Luffy card. A drone show at the end. The whole stadium vibe was different. And my man got the card right here, guys. I don't even know how much this card costs for, but I saw people selling this card on eBay for $800 while they're still in the freaking game. So that is freaking dope. I can't believe how cool this is. And Omi-wan, you grading this thing or what? In fact, I was just, in fact, here, guys, check this out. I just got this in the bin. And so I put all my, crap. Jeez, this was in the sun. That's not good. It's going to cook my cards. Hold on. This is like my little safe right here. Got all my cards. Here we go. Yeah, so I've got all my expensive cards in here. This just came in. Ooh, look at that, these stickers. This sticker won't rug you guys, I promise. Yeah, right here. So my vault of cards. I've got my collection of Charizards in there. I've got my V-Friends cards. I've got my promo cards. I've got my OPO1 collection of One Piece in there, as well as a bunch of other cool stuff in there as well, guys. I'm super stoked that I got that. I got that on a Prime deal. So let's go. Okay. And that's Omi-wan, guys. If you haven't yet, go follow Omi-wan, the homie right over here. Also a Severed Floor podcast member. Also for my Severed Floor crew members, there's going to be some perks for you guys in the e-store. So we'll send you guys some DMs about that. But if you're a Severed Floor podcast member, yeah, we're going to take care of you guys. So let's go. Also, guys, tune in tomorrow as you have Osmond Collect 63. And see, I told you guys, we're going to have VV content creators cover this as well as others. So go follow my man, Cover Watch, over here. Osmond Collects will be covering all and everything VV related, as well as Neon Ichiban. He also covers parts of Candy. And then he's also a MYO holder as well. So shout out to this guy right here. This is his all-in-one show where he likes to cover a lot of the digital collectibles right here and give a review, kind of like this one. So, and he's also a TRU Media affiliate. Also, our TRU Media affiliates, yes, we are going to try to take care of you guys as well. We got 5 of them, actually 6 if you count the brothers. More to come with that being an affiliate as well. And guys, if I had a clone, I would be more active in our affiliates. I am working on that. Not on the cloning part. Well, you know, if by some chance I can find a way to make a robot self of myself with AI, I'm going to do that. So we'll have to see from that. But right now, we're just going to have to settle with me. But tune into Osmond Collect 63. And if you guys haven't yet, go follow him on X right here. Awesome dude in the space. And he's one of my longest friends in the Web3 space. We talk constantly. So shout out to Oz. I hope he's doing well. He's probably sleeping. We're on a different time zone. So like we always catch each other on our live stream. So go watch him tomorrow. Moving on. We also have the TRU Media merch, guys. I really want to cover that right here. This is something that you will be able to either win in our promotional awards or you're going to be able to purchase in our store. This is also part of our promotional rewards or something that you can win or buy in the store. Promotional rewards or something you can buy in the store. So that's the thing right here, guys. When you go into our store, you know, you may be like, why is it priced like this? Well, things have to be priced certain ways to deal with taxation, to deal with also deals, because things that we also want to do in our stores, we want to give promotions, right? So we got to make sure that whatever we manufacture, we distribute, it gets sent out, shipping, that we don't eat the cost of the manufacturing part, right? So in retail, you really have to figure out your point A to point B from when you start assembling something to when it's actually out the door to the customer, right? And so we have to figure that out also with the pricing things, right? And so that's why when we say when we have a store, we don't pressure anyone that they have to buy anything in that store. You don't ever need to buy anything from us. Part of the reason we started a store was so we could do promotional rewards for you guys, right? Whether you're a channel subscriber, whether you're a paid channel subscriber, whether you're inside of our Discord, whether you're part of our old TRU OG groups, or if you're part of our PDL program and rewards program. All of this is all encompassed in one as well. But if you don't want to wait, if you're impatient, that's why we have a store. So I hope that made sense. These are other things you're going to be able to either win or purchase. We've got stickers. We've got koozies. And I'm not gonna lie. I really want this, guys. Like my family members will want this because I always harp all the time that Aloha Friday is a real thing. It's like a weekly holiday, and my family will just want this just because it says Aloha Friday, because they celebrate Aloha Friday every single week. So, and I think this is fairly cheap too. So, but yeah, this is something that I'm definitely going to be purchasing when it's ready. This is also a cool one right here. Got Aloha Friday puzzle, as well as some playing cards and really some other cool stuff, guys. Like, yeah, and this is another thing. This is things that this is real. This isn't, I mean, obviously you can use AI to mock things, but this is something we can make for real, guys. So stuff like that. Also, my Severed Floor family. Yeah. We had to make sure that whatever active show is going on, that we got some cool gear to wear. So here we go right here. I'm super stoked for this. And guys, it is at that time of the program where it is time for the promotional rewards. Ronnie, just like I just lit the, whoa, why is it so, that's strange. Just like I lit the blunt, I just rolled down the hill. All right, I got you. I don't know what that means, but okay. Did you just say playing cards? Who prints them? None of your business, man. We signed an NDA. This guy has been like hounding us on who is our storefront. Guys, you guys don't need to know any about that because we're the ones taking care of that. All you got to worry about is collecting the PDLs. And if you want to buy something, we're going to have a store. If you don't want to buy something, you don't have to. And like I said, whoever manufactures it, doesn't matter. If it feels good, if it wears good, if you like what it looks like, that all that matters. And that's another thing too. So once again, enter hashtag promotional rewards down below. Right here. Yeah, we got 11 people. And Yeah. We're going to give away 2 of these today, guys. We're going to give away the TRU Media Show PDL. This will be the first one right here. This comes with sound and animation, all produced by TRU Media Group. And this also will give away a Severed Floor podcast PDL, also produced and created by TRU Media. We own all the rights for these, by the way, guys. So don't go start selling the music on here because, yeah, we actually have the rights for it. I believe they're already on DistroKid already. So, yeah, watch out. Anyways, let's go. I can. Yeah, I'm not going to answer your questions, man. You'll just have to find out when it's ready. But, guys, we have 11 people. Let's do this promotional rewards, and then we'll get out of here. And thank you right now, guys. If you're watching now on the replay, we have 125 eyeballs watching right now. We appreciate you guys for supporting us every single time. Let's see who can be the first winner of the promotional digital logo, which is going to be the TRU Media Show. Guys, let's see who's going to be. Khalees, let's go. Longtime supporter and foundational member of the channel. Foundational member. He or she, and I don't really know, I'm going to say he has been with us from day one, from the get, okay? And so this was one of our true believers, the people that were there from the start, and I'm so stoked that you're back because we got a lot going on. You've already heard it already. If you're not, if you're not, well, yeah, you're here. Let's go. So you've already heard Khalees. Our rewards program is back, and we're going to be opening up a store. And all that cool stuff is going to be happening to it. But Khalees, the thing that you probably don't know is, let me get rid of it. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. That's the first one. Let's do the second drawing. See, I almost forgot, guys. It's bad. Anyways, let's see. Who is going to be the second winner for the Severed Floor podcast? Ronnie Lido. Let's go, Ronnie. These hands are for you. I don't know if they're washed. I don't know if they're from the same printer. We don't know. Sign NDAs. Talk to the attorney. But my friend, you're getting a Severed Floor podcast promotional digital logo. And you know what, guys? Because I like to be Santa Claus, we're going to give one more away. Why not? We want you guys to collect these. We want you guys to win. The only way you're going to win is if we give them away. Reckless. Yo, Reckless. Let's go. Bro. Reckless, shout out to you, because I know Reckless doesn't have this one, and now he does. Guys, I'm just going to be honest. Reckless is blowing everyone away. He is at the top of the leaderboard. We are creating a leaderboard channel. If you're wondering where it is, it's on our spreadsheet. We will have a leaderboard channel. Guys, you want to collect the PDLs, because if you own enough PDLs, you're on that leaderboard, and you want to be the top 3, guys. The top 3 in the PDL leaderboard. You want to be there because we will give you utility if you are in the top 3. More to come with that. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for participating. Let's go. And guys, these look super cool, super dope. I'm gonna be honest. This is I joke like, yeah, I gotta order certain things. I already ordered the hat, guys. In fact, I think it's at the post office already. This is the hat I want. Okay, I am a big fan of this show. I'm gonna be repping this Aloha Friday hat everywhere I go. You're gonna see me run this hat in DCon. Who knows? We might even have some promotional merch at DCon. And by the way, if you guys are wearing a TRU Media hat or any of the hat shows, and you see us in Vegas, well, hey, there might be something cool for you. We'll have to see, though. Maybe you'll come to Vegas. Maybe you won't. We'll have to see. But anyways, guys, that has been the show. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're watching now on the replay, we covered the Candy Digital X Space. We covered Digitoys and their new partnership with Quirkies. We covered MYOs and the new drops. We showed a little bit of the MYOs that were minted and unboxed. We went through some of the community shout outs, as well as we covered some of Stickerverse, as well as Captain America 1 dropping on the Vivi app. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. I appreciate you guys all the time. Also, for our friends who are waiting for PDLs, I know there are some of you guys that haven't gotten them yet. Don't worry. We're going to get to you guys. You know, small team, but we're getting there slowly, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh, one more thing. I said I'd tease something. I'm going to tease it right now. We ain't going anywhere yet, guys. because check this out.
Who's got the last laugh? Oh, yeah. Let's go, that's right. Who's got the last laugh? We do. And it feels so good. Hey. Threat level critical.
And that was the first minute of episode 4, and you get no more. Guys, I'm about halfway done. I'm almost getting close to the third act, and we're going to have another episode of the Fangirls, and we are going to have some community members join us. You guys already know we've had community members join us in the past. We've had Sloppy. We've had O'Milly on the program. We've had Saloni, Meta Beast, as well as some hidden people that you didn't know. We've had Osmond Collect 63, the biggest bro. And so, guys, the Fangirls really is our arm of, really getting participation from our community members. And that's really what that show's all about. Really, it's just to kind of like, show you guys that, we want to like incorporate you guys into our creations and stuff like that. So I'm going to tease a little bit about what's going to happen with that episode right here, guys. That looks like the biggest bro, right? That sure does. Also, these are what we like to call chaos bots, because these are Osmond Collect 63's Terminator bots, basically. And what's so cool about the Terminator bot is, it's coming out of the Get to the Comics mech right here, guys. As well as the Fangirls have more stuff to deal with in episode 4. So, oh gosh, you can't see anything. That's hilarious. I did an arcade again. All right, one more time, guys. Okay, here's the biggest bro as he's fighting the chaos bots. This is a picture of what the chaos bots look like. These are Osmond Collect 63's chaos bots from Get to the Chaos. That's his mercenary group right here. If you guys watched episode 3. These are what the bots look like as they fly out of the mech. Sorry, guys. Hold an arcade. And then this is the army that they're going to have to face in episode 4, guys. So I'm sorry it's taking me a little bit longer to get these things done. Kind of had to pivot on content for a little bit because, when you're trying to create a rewards program and an unboxing experience and an e-store and NFTs and giveaways and a collector's map and utility, it takes a little bit of time to do that before I can get back to this. Also, compute power is getting way more expensive. My workflow uses a bunch of LLMs, and those bastards started upselling us and charging us more money. So, takes a little bit longer now for me to get the quality that I want. And the team knows I'm a big stickler on quality. As much as it's hard to get rid of some hallucinations, and sometimes I just settle. It takes a little bit longer for me, but I still have my workflow. I still have the process it takes for me to make these, and these still are going to be badass and cool, guys. So I hope you guys like it. That's pretty much it. I teased a little bit of that. Now, what he's saying makes sense. Let's see right here. What am I making sense of? Ooh, what they look like. Anyways, use your imagination. Okay. I'm so sorry, guys. Anyways, he's probably talking about you guys seeing nothing at the time, but that's what's happening with that. I think that's the show, guys. Thank you for joining me. Shout out to everybody in the chat who has been here. I've seen you so far. Let me try to name you guys. We had Reckless. We got D. We got Meat Angel. We had King Marquis. We had Dell, Kryptonian, Adro, Comic Guy, Ronnie Lido. Gosh, guys, and I the biggest bro. And if I forgot about anybody else, I'm so sorry. I just stoked that you guys were here listening to me chatter away. I guess that's it, guys. This is it. We're gonna be back tomorrow. Big Bro will be covering Cap 7. That's gonna be dropping on VV tomorrow. So tune into the biggest bro on the TRU Drop Show. And then, guys, we're gonna have I think I have it here. Hold on real quick. I have it somewhere here. Here it is, guys. We're gonna be covering. We're gonna be interviewing Shankster on Friday. Shout out to Shankster. Here we go. Before I pull an arcade, shout out to Shankster. We're gonna be covering him on Friday right here, guys. And then we're gonna be on at a little bit different time. I believe it's gonna be noon Pacific Standard Time. So join us on Friday. And actually, our 500th live stream will be tomorrow on the TRU Drop Show. So, Big Bro, if you're watching, you are going to be live streaming a milestone for us. So please, please, my brother, shill that. Please celebrate that, because, guys, 500 live streams, we're close to 1,000. That was not an easy feat to do, and I'm just surprised we got here. I think we're at like almost, I think we're at 1,000 videos already too, by the way. So 2 milestones, 500 videos and 1,000 videos and 500 live streams. And these aren't the live streams that we're counting where either we did it on another platform or for another project, because we have streamed on other platforms, YouTube channels, and streamed for them, not under TRU Media. So that's not even counting that. So, but anyways, our 500 live stream is going to be tomorrow on the TRU Drop Show. Tune into the biggest bro. I'm going to make sure he'll his TRU Drop Show PDL never got finished. That's why, Millie, you never got your PDL from the TRU Drop Show. I'm working on that, but I'll make sure that he has some PDLs to give away to you guys tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. And who knows, maybe I can try to convince them to give away some merch. I'll have to talk to the boss, but we'll have to wait until then. But for now, guys, tune into the TRU Drop Show tomorrow, as well as Aloha Friday, as we interview Shankster. And I'm looking forward to that, guys. But as always, I appreciate you guys for joining us now. If you're watching now on the replay, we appreciate and love you guys every single time. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care and aloha.
Listen, you got this. One step after the other. I know you can do this. Believe in yourself.
Hey guys, stay tuned for our online store coming soon.
You got